Wendy Williams Experience listener line. Leave your message at the tone. And how you doing?
Listen, you guys are killing us here. We're here in Jacoby Medical Center. You guys need your own comedy show, I swear.
Now, Wendy, what's happening with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown? I'd like to know that answer.
I can't stand Wendy. She gets on my nerves. I still listen to her. I don't know why, but I can't stand it.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
To bring you our feature presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're here are about to witness the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house.
Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen. From west to east.
Just better get it right.
Y'all know the name.
Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while.
I hate the rap.
Ain't nobody
It is phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
Who the brother says so much drama.
From yo block to yo block. Heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Every barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the brother says so much drama.
Again and again.
Wendy Williams.
Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She had it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
Ain't playing.
Once again.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Here we are. Hey. You know what? This is the last Friday of the month. And what do we do on the last Friday of the month? We invite in and round out our book read of the month. Yes, here's the book read music. Lajoyce Blajoyce is coming in to talk about her book, and we're going to encourage you guys to, if you're looking for something good to read, this is a great one. And also, the author Byron Harmon is coming in to talk about his book, because these were the two books in our book reads of the month. So they'll be coming in today. Also, Rosie O'Donnell got the Meredith chair on The View. How do you feel about that? Do you care, not care? What? We can talk about that. Oh, my God. Bobby's sister is still selling stories to the tabloids. We can talk about that, too. The latest with Bobby and Whitney. The latest with Heather and Denise and Richie and Charlie. And 50 Cent, we'll talk about him, DJ AM, and... a lot going on. Charlamagne went to see the New Edition last night. I have yet to ask him about how that show was, so we'll talk about that too. Okay, so it is what it is, and it's especially good on a Friday. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Hey, Topman! Welcome to the show. Shout out to the lady who called up 2 days ago and wanted to know what the hell a jelly donut was. I have your definition because I'm back at my perch, so I got my nasty dictionary. Jelly donut is the act of when a man splashes off in a woman's face after a professional and then punches her in the nose. Thereby, the redness and then the mixture of the splash off makes this consistency much like a jelly donut. You know, the redness from the blood and whatnot. And it's erotic to some people. So that's a jelly donut. Remember, you got to splash off in the face and then you punch in the nose. So then between the blood that comes out of her mouth and the blood that is coming out of her nostrils, it makes a consistency of like the jelly in a jelly donut. An authentic way of doing a jelly donut, though, because there's 5 different definitions. Quite frankly, I like the one where you splash in the mouth, right? Then she holds that while you punch her in the nose, and then the blood comes through the mouth and nose, and then she delivers it to you the way a hole in a jelly donut is, which would be... Not like that. Or she's spitting it out of her mouth. You know, like you see the jelly ooze out of a jelly donut. All right. So I missed something very exciting yesterday while the show was actually going on. Trev Hollywood actually told me about it this morning, although it's now all over the front page of the newspapers here in New York. There was originally what was thought to be a jumper on the Empire State Building, which is literally right there. The Empire State Building is right down the street. It's on 34th Street here in Manhattan, and we work at 34th and Park. The Empire State Building. As a matter of fact, he was going over there to go to Mickey D's right next door, the Empire State Building, during the last hour of the show last night. And I did not realize that there was some action going on. He said he was going to call on his cell phone from there. I said, why didn't you? He said, I was just fascinated along with all the tourists and whatnot. It turns out it was a guy who does some sort of daredevil reality show. And he had a camera strapped to his head. And, you know, he's a climbing and a doing and, you know, whatever. So Calamine's in the building.
Greetings.
Charlemagne the God. So how was New Edition last night?
New Edition are consummate professionals. They're aging like wine. They should be able to do shows well into their 60s.
Yeah.
Always enjoyed New Edition.
Yeah.
Casey.
Oh, that's
JoJo.
right. Casey and JoJo were also on the bill.
Yes, they were the opening acts. My first observation was Casey cut his hair. My second observation was Casey is definitely on his last lifeline. Hey. He looks like a crackhead. They cleaned up. Told him, hey, you either do it now, because this is your last run. Wow. This is your last chance at glory. He looks like, you ever see Dave Chappelle when he played that crackhead Tyrone?
Yes.
That's how Casey looks. Casey took off his wife beater and threw it in the crowd, and the girl that it hit was sitting right by me. She looked like she had caught a dirty diaper. Like,
ew.
And he was calling women to the stage, and women were like, nah, that's okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. The picture that we saw of Casey about 2 weeks ago, he had like the permed hair.
That's a wrap.
Oh, wow.
He's got a haircut now. And sometimes JoJo looks at Casey like, yo, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
He's definitely a part of that R&B Rocking Bulls alumni. Whitney, Bobby. Yeah. Casey's definitely in that. He did say he have a solo album coming out this summer, though. And he performed the first single. KC.
Oh, no.
And he performed the first single from the album last night.
Wow. And how was it? How was their performance?
They had a good show. You know, if you're a Jodeci fan, you'll enjoy hearing, you know, the records like Forever My Lady and stuff like that. But if you're late, don't worry about it.
And but the visual just wasn't a good look for KC.
Like I said, he's on his last lifeline.
Yeah. How'd JoJo look?
JoJo looked like the big brother who's always kept himself up, kept himself clean, and wonders why he always has to go get KC from crack houses.
Oh. New Edition did it. So Bobby wasn't there last night.
Nah, Bobby wasn't there. Yeah. New Edition is vintage, though. Classic.
Yeah. They'll be around forever. I love all of the New Edition members, but I love Michael Bivins and I love Johnny Gill. I used to be very resistant of Johnny being a part of New Edition, but I like the vibe that he adds. And Johnny is... No, but you know what, though? Aside from that, Johnny is sexy. Like, Johnny's got this thing about him. Johnny Gill is sexy and classy. And I like that about him. Johnny, I know I make a lot of jokes about him. The How You Doing, the Eddie Murphy relationship, the Sugar Ray Leonard Association and all that stuff. And those will never go away, Johnny. But at the end of the day, you are a class act. You are a class act. And how you doing? Hey, Viv. Hey, the rest of y'all. So, ladies, I like to remind you of this because Martha Stewart's Omni Media. Yeah. Well, there's a new magazine coming out next month, and it's going to appeal, they say, to busy women who have money to spend. That's many women who are working right now, doing it for themselves. And they're rolling the dice with this one. The magazine's called Blueprint, Design Your Own Life. They're seeking a younger audience than what Martha's used to. Apparently, I don't know what Martha thought her audience was, but they are they're seeking homemakers in their 40s and older, and also seeking 30-something women who, you've got the money, but you might need some tips on decorating, dressing, entertaining. They're 30-somethings they describe as affluent. So there are a lot of women out there, doing it in their 30s and doing it in their 40s who, this is the example they give, would pay $1,700 for a trench coat. But they just, they need help in other ways and they have the money. So anyway, so that's a new magazine coming out. Dear Wendy, and we do advice next hour, but I got this one from Boomer. Dear Wendy, how you doing? I wanted to fax you early in the week. Didn't get a chance. I'm at work right now. I just wanted to drop you a line and tell you about my crazy last weekend. Okay, so I'm talking to this guy who I met over the internet about 2 weeks ago. He's good looking, and we hit it off really well. This past weekend, we got drunk, and one thing led to another, and I went to give him a professional. To my surprise, he had one testicle. But I didn't realize it until I had his one jewel in my... Yes. Wendy, I was so grossed out that I threw up on him. He was a bit curious as to why I threw up on him, and I blamed it on the Denny's. Wendy, he's been calling me ever since. I keep avoiding his calls. I'll answer him. I always answer, but I'll say I'm busy. What should I do? What should I tell him? By the way, I'm a man, too. Oh. How you doing? Boomer. You really don't have to give any formal explanation to a man you've known for 2 weeks over the internet who you're nasty enough to not just give him a professional, but suck his... I mean, you didn't just get up on it. You got all up under. You know what, Boomer? You're nasty. He's got one testicle. He doesn't care if you tell him, look, why I threw up is because, you had one and I was grossed out. It doesn't even matter. You've played yourself. He's played himself. You're not supposed to get drunk on internet dates. You're supposed to stay absolutely focused. I mean, maybe a little sip to loosen you up, but not drunk. Yes. Boomer, what do? Nothing. You don't owe him an answer. And stop carrying yourself that way. There's all kind of diseases out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So over at Duke, that case, a report has been filed that allegedly, well, this is going to be included into evidence. Allegedly, this woman, the dancer, who was accusing the guys of rape, filed a report years ago when she was 14 that 3 men raped her. Apparently, though, she never followed up on the cops' questioning for more information back then. 3 years ago, unidentified location on Hillsborough Street in North Carolina. 3 subjects raped her and beat her when she was 14. Wow. All she told the cops is that the attackers were black. They interviewed the woman. They wanted to know, the cops, the chronological order of the incident and so on and so forth. Get back to us. She never got back to them. Well, now she's 27, and, we all know about the Duke case. She's alleging that she was pulled into the bathroom on March 14th and raped by 3 other men. This time, it's the Duke lacrosse players during the team's off-campus or, whatever the hell was going on there, party. Anyway, 2 of the players, as you know by now, have been charged with rape, kidnap, and sexual assault, and they're free on bond. And the attorneys are going to try to use that old rape case evidence as, saying that, she's done this before, my guys didn't rape anybody. As a matter of fact, their attorney is said to have evidence saying that his clients weren't even at the party. However, the prosecutor, no doubt, is going to say that a sexual assault back in the day does not diminish the legitimacy of this one. You guys keep it here.
It's Wendy, man.
Me and my wife have been married for 15 years. They threatened to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Wow. Okay, here's the scenario. It's 2 a.m. and you have to find a pharmacy to fill an emergency prescription. Walgreens has more 24-hour stores than anyone, and you'll be glad to know that Walgreens fills more prescriptions in the middle of the night than anyone. All Walgreens are connected, so your prescription records are on file, no matter which Walgreens you visit. If your Walgreens isn't open 24 hours, chances are there's one right down the road that is. So, every Walgreens is your Walgreens. It's one more reason Walgreens is the pharmacy America trusts. 107.5 WBLS, saluting extraordinary members of our community and taking pride in their accomplishments. If you know someone in your community who epitomizes the theme of living Black history every day, email us at promo@WBLS.com, their name and a brief description of their accomplishments, and we could be throwing the spotlight on them, living and celebrating Black history every day.
107.5 WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic soul. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on WBLS. Don't forget, we do the Best Of show every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. right behind the Best of Steve Harvey. Yeah, Saturdays. It's the Best Ofs in the morning right here on WBLS. And Charlamagne's here. And you were at New Edition last night, but Asia on line number 3 was there too, and she wants to talk about JoJo's behavior at the concert. Hi, Asia.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
How you doing?
It's oh girl, that concert was horrible. Casey and JoJo, they were belligerent on stage. They were cursing at each other on stage.
What?
It was crazy. Yes, Charlamagne, you did not do a good job describing this concert. I was livid.
Were Casey and JoJo cursing at each other on stage?
JoJo sometimes gives him a look like,
JC was out on the stage on top of a bodyguard's head walking through the aisles, right? And JoJo was on the stage. It was crazy. They was throwing out dirty towels. He was staggering like Fred Sanford on the stage. Every song he could not remember none of the words. It was ridiculous. The only thing that made up for that concert was New Edition's performance.
Wow.
All right, Wendy, I got to go back to work. I want to give a shout-out to all my coworkers in finance, my supervisor, Dennis. See you later. Bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye. Okay, one more call on New Edition. Line number 1, Jay. Jay, what's happening?
Not Jay. It's Joy from Jersey.
Oh, hi, Joy. She did it wrong.
I'm getting ready to go to the LL Cool J concert, but I wanted to let you know that I went to the New Edition last night.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would tell everybody to miss Casey and JoJo if they were running late.
Okay.
But since they didn't have a stand-up comedy act, that would be it.
Oh, because
Charlamagne forgot the best part was when he jumped on his man's shoulders and had his man walk him through the front part of the audience.
Well, what time did the concert start? Like 7 o'clock, 7:30?
It started 8 o'clock. 8. They started on time at 8:05.
Okay.
I think Charlamagne, was it after he ripped off his T-shirt?
No, that
showed his scrawny chest?
No, that was before. He had the wife beat on when he was on top of his bodyguard's neck.
He got on his man's shoulders, and his man was walking him around through the audience and came through the row and made everybody get up out of the row so he could come through while he's singing "If You Think You're Lonely Now."
Wow.
And I think midway between them performing, I think JoJo did go off stage and sniff something, because when he came back, he had that crazy cracked out look that KC had.
Where were your seats? Right up there next to him? How could you see his eyeballs?
Because he looked stoned.
Wow.
And then he started dancing like, isn't he only supposed to be in his 30s? He looked like your cousin Junebug at a picnic.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Come on.
Thanks for calling. Bye, Joy. Oh, by the way, everybody, Thea Vidal, friend to the show, loud, belligerent. I love Thea. Remember, she had the show with Thea, and Brandy was on it. So anyway, she's telling jokes this weekend at Caroline's, and she's coming through later on the show as well. In the meantime, did you hear about this woman getting spanked at work? Well, she's suing for $1.2 million. Now, my thing is that if you're going to bend over and take the spanking, what gives you the right to turn around and sue anybody?
You can't spank a grown woman unless she wants to be spanked.
I mean, I'm down with girl power and the whole bit, but so she's ascertained lawyers already, or retained lawyers, excuse me. She says she was spanked in front of her coworkers as a part of what her employer said was camaraderie. A camaraderie building exercise. This happened last Wednesday. And so now she feels humiliated, and she suffered, and 1.7, she's 53 years old. and her name is Janet Orlando. So she's since quit her job at the home security company called Alarm One Inc. in Fresno, California, and she's suing for discrimination, assault and battery, infliction of emotional stress, and all this other. Apparently, employees were paddled with rival companies' yardstick signs. You know, my house is alarmed by ADT. You know, you see that on people's front lawns. Well, those are in the shape of paddles. Paddled by the competition signs. There was also contests where they pitted teams against one another. The winners poked fun at the losers, throwing pies at them, feeding them baby food, and making them wear diapers and swatting their booties. Well, her lawyer is saying, here's the quote, "No reasonable middle-aged woman would want to be put up there before a group of young men turned around, show her buttocks, get spanked, and called abusive names." I know some middle-aged women who would love that in the right setting. Mm-hmm. Well, there are 300 employees at the company, and the spanking was a voluntary thing, part of the camaraderie. They were not discriminating. They said the company side is saying both male and female co-workers were spanked. And here's a quote from somebody at the company who happens to be their lawyer. "This has been done for one reason and one reason only, money." Yeah, I agree. I don't like this. First of all, the whole thing's inappropriate. They should never have been doing this at work. I don't know who the hell is, leading the charge over there. A bunch of nutty people or what?
I got the girl who caught the thing at the concert last night.
You got the girl who caught the T-shirt?
Huh? She was sitting right by me.
Hey!
Hey.
We were just talking about you. You were sitting right next to my main man, Charlemagne.
No, I wasn't. On the left side of me was my auntie, and on the right side it was a Puerto Rican girl. I don't know what he's talking about.
I said near, not next to, and so did he.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She might have caught the towel. I'm talking about the lady that caught Casey's wife beater.
Did you catch Casey's wife beater?
No, I didn't catch the wife beater. I caught the towel.
Well, we wanted to talk to the wife beater lady.
Oh, because I was upset that they were saying the towel was dirty that he threw into the crowd, and I was just, getting a little upset about that.
Why? It was clean?
Yes, it's perfectly clean. It's still white. Got it in my bag.
No, what I said was the lady who caught Casey's wife beater looked like she caught a dirty diaper.
Okay, I missed that comment. I heard the other one,
Yeah.
so okay.
Yeah, that's
different.
Yeah.
But I thought the concert overall was pretty decent. I didn't think that they looked like they was Casey and JoJo. You know?
Yeah.
You know what role Casey plays, and you know how JoJo is. So.
Yeah. All right, thanks for calling.
Thank you, Wendy.
Good.
Love you.
All right, bye-bye. All
Bye.
right, Lisa and Coco, I'm sorry, I don't want to hear any more concert talk, but for the record, Lisa Smith says the concert was horrible, and Coco doesn't have an opinion on here, and Imani says that the concert was awesome. Okay, enough of that talk. Shot 97's about to lose their joint. You guys saw this in the newspaper. Well, I mean, there are a lot of shootouts. So the rapper Gravy was shot in the behind. He refused medical treatment right away. He went up and interviewed with Flex with the bullet in his behind. Well, now he has since gone to St. Vincent's Hospital. He's listed in stable condition. In the meantime, the New York City Council of Carpenters, which is a whole union, and unions are strong, they have their representative who said this: "We've directed our attorneys to begin the eviction process. We're concerned about the safety of the public and our other tenants." Wow. Gravy has been uncooperative with the police, but they have identified a suspect, and they're hoping to make an arrest soon. In the meantime, extra police are posted outside of Shot 97 after Mayor Bloomberg expressed concern. Wow. So Shot 97 released the following statement: "Damn, we should have never done that to Wendy." And by the way, while this incident took place outside the building before any station guests arrived in the studio, the security of our employees and neighbors is paramount concern. We are assisting law enforcement in any way we can and suggest you call them for any additional information. Well, I don't know whether the concern of the neighbors is a lie, but please, they've never cared about an employee in their lives. Okay. So they're a bunch of indentured servants, a bunch of slaves, plowing fields for a plantation. Wow.
They don't really have to worry about the safety, though. Because, I mean, it's not like none of the guys can ever shoot. You might get hit in the leg.
Yeah, how many bullets were fired before they fired, Well, back in 2000, the infamous little Kim Noriega, that whole, shooting occurred. Then last year it was Game, because 50 was up there crowing about, Game is out of G Unit, yada, yada, yada. And as a result of that, one of Game's friends, Kevin Reed, was shot in the leg. And then, just Heidi victim too. And don't bring that mess over here, because we got a beautiful little setup here at 3 Park Avenue. Nothing ever goes down. Neighbors are nice. Everybody's friendly. Yeah. Little radio station up the dial. We're not trying to make no trouble. We just want to play the hits. Never have to worry about Ryan Isley running up on you. What am I saying about it? This hour is brought to you by Medea Goes to Jail. And one more thing to pass along, the Universal Circus is in town, making its rounds through the boroughs. Right now, it's in the Bronx, and it's there until, is it in the Bronx? Prospect Park? That's Brooklyn. Right now, it's in Brooklyn, Prospect Park. The next stop is the Bronx, Yankee Stadium, May 2nd through May 7th. And don't forget, on May 2nd, Steve Harvey is hosting opening night of the Universal Circus. So that's a reminder from your radio station. In the lovely neighborhood, still celebrating 35 years of serving our community. It's 107.5 WBL. Yes. Hi, everybody. It's me, Wendy Williams. Let's be honest with each other. Are you unhappy with your appearance? Are you looking for maybe a little nip or a little tuck? Because I want to tell you about a guy that I know that's done work on me. His name is Dr. Michael Jones. He did my earlobes. He can do you, too. Do you want to feel younger? Do you want to look younger? How would you like to put an end for once and for all to those annoying facial and body hairs, those tired bags under your eyes, or those persistent love handles? Well, it's all possible. Dr. Jones can do it. Botox, collagen injections, face and brow lifts, eyelids, your nose, breast augmentation, liposuction, tummy tucks. Those are just a few of the services available at Dr. Michael Jones. So now, are you ready for your extreme makeover or just a little something? Call Dr. Michael Jones for a confidential consultation at 212-223-0716. Financing and payment plans are available at Dr. Michael Jones, 212-223-0716, or visit his website at michaeljonesmd.com. Oh, you're so cute. Give mommy a kiss. Back up, mommy! Every day's a struggle. I'm glad to be here with you guys. It's the Wendy Williams experience, everyone. So sources close to Heather Locklear say that Denise was the aggressive one trying to pursue Richie. Although don't make it sound like it was such a struggle. If you throw it at somebody, if you're a halfway decent looking woman and he's divorcing anyway, he's going to catch. She called Richie up and they're trying to say in no way did he reach out to her. Okay. And also they're saying that it's not true because the tabloids are writing that Denise told Heather about the relationship before they went public, Richie and Denise. But in fact, Heather found out about their relationship the same way we did, looking at the pictures of this whore straddling him and, them walking hand in hand. And, oh, my God, the situation people close to Heather and Denise say is going to get very ugly. It's going to get real ugly. In the meantime, Denise is talking about Charlie and, a phone call where he said to her in a nutshell, I hate you and I hope you die of cancer and all that other kind of stuff. I can't even focus on Charlie because Charlie has been legendary with the strippers. She knew exactly what she was getting when she married him. But this whole Richie and Denise thing has taken all of my attention away from Charlie and his mess. I'm totally focused on, I can't wait to get home and watch entertainment TV all weekend and see if there's any new developments. In the meantime, last night, the Desperate Housewives of Orange County, The 24-year-old girl who landed the rich guy with the huge, 10-carat yellow diamond ring and stuff, left the ring on the bar and walked out and said she can't deal with it anymore. I think I'm the only one who watches that show. I'm sorry. Gabrielle Union has given up on trying to save her marriage to Chris Howard. Oh, Gabrielle. Did you really struggle? Did you really try? I mean, it was a shell of a marriage, right? When I say a shell, I mean, they were married for 5 years, but they didn't have any children. So that means that they were able to fight no holds bar in the house, which is, bad and good. Good because you can say what you want to say. You don't have like little ears listening. You don't have to sugarcoat anything. But bad because, you're able to like leave the house in anger and stay out for a few days. Because even though you're married, it's not like you got to play the role for the kids and be there, in the morning and stuff. And Gabrielle, from what I understand, you're not having a bad time at all as an almost divorced woman out there in the field. But she's given up. She gave him a chance to have his space, and she had her space during their separation. Chris Howard, the athlete. But after 5 years, it's over. And she's not bitter about the split. The game declared his admiration from her. But, here's what Gabrielle says. She says, I'm still in mourning. It's like your father is dying and or somebody like that. Well, no. Nope, she's got the little father. Daddy, daddy, oh, daddy, daddy, daddy. Why wouldn't she say it's like your best friend is dying? Why would she say your father? Needy. Or something like that. Well, I want to be your surrogate parent, and I'm not ready for that. I'm so wounded. I feel like such a failure as a person for what I was supposed to bring to the table, and I didn't. Now, don't blame yourself. I mean, it happens. You gave it the college try for 5 years. Neo's manager is turning Neo into a wreck when he goes into clubs because he's warned him of the dangers of going to the bathroom alone. Neo likes to wander amongst the fans in the club because, his hit record, and now people are jealous and out to get him. And here's the quote. There's things that I have to worry about now that I didn't have to worry about before, and my manager is the one that brought a lot of this to my attention. He was like, for example, if a person sees your video and hears your songs, they're automatically assuming that you're rich, and there are people out there that mean harm to you. He was like, you're going to be wandering around clubs, and somebody's going to follow you into the bathroom, beat the hell out of you, and take your chain, money, and everything else. I got to tell you, Neo's manager and I are kindred spirits. I got young Charlemagne here, and I fill his head with doom and gloom all the time. It's real in the field.
Sound like my grandma. That's what my grandma do. Everything is a bad situation. Don't you go outside, you end up in somebody's trunk kidnapped.
Well, but you know what, though? Your grandmother is not far off the mark. And I know my whole squad, I got them terrified for stuff. I tell my whole squad, you're the latest one, so you're hearing it in the crash course. But you know how I am about the doom and gloom.
Like last night I had my bag on the way to the concert.
Right.
Don't take that. You might have to fight.
That is what I told you. Yeah. He had a whole bag of clothes, right, as a gift from, one of the clothing manufacturers. And it was a big bag. And he had it slung over his shoulder, and he was on his way to New Edition concert. I said, don't take the bag. You might have to fight. I mean, if you don't like you leave the clothes, on the ground and fight, but put the bag back in the office.
Put that where? Back there.
Yes, put it back in the office and go to the concert with nothing in your arms, because you might have to thump.
It's real talk, nonfiction.
And I also have him on a regimen when we go to the clubs. You don't drink anything 4 hours before going to the club. So that way you get in the club, your bladder's dry. The second you feel like you have to go to the bathroom, it's time to leave the club. That's it. That's called the Wendy prep, club thing. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, you don't go in clubs. Girls are just as dangerous as guys. What? I mean, every once in a while you go to a club where the club promoter has his own bathroom, back there, away from everybody else. But please, no drinks 4 hours before the club. Nope. Want to go there absolutely dry. Then you drink and have a good time. The second you have to go to the bathroom, time to go. Time to leave. Yeah. Well, ask Foxy Brown. Remember, she caught it in the... I mean, people are always catching it in club bathrooms. And it's not just relegated to men catching it. It's women, too.
Women love to fight.
Women love to fight. And I hate that I'm a woman of a certain age and I still got to think about fighting.
In this day and age with all these broke-back thugs running around, too, you might get raped as a man in a men's bathroom.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
You never know.
I mean, I don't even like bringing handbags to a club. I like to have both mitts free. You know what I do with my money. Remember? I put my...
Put it in your cleavage.
Yes. I put a couple of bucks in my cleavage. I throw my lipstick in that fifth pocket of my jeans right up here at the hip bone. So my hands are free. Every once in a while in the club, I might, have a bag. But you can best believe it was because I was someplace that was appropriate earlier. And now here I am in this dusty club thinking about fighting. It's a damn shame.
He's got caught twice with two different women who are saying that he's trying to get with them. I need to kick this dog to the curb, don't I?
The Wendy Williams. Miss a day, miss a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wendy Williams Experience.
Got a problem?
Wendy, should I stay with him or should I just leave him?
It's Advice Hour.
I feel like I have no choice but to be a sister to her and to love her.
You need to blow him up.
Yeah.
In front of the family. Her husband needs to be there on the side and let her know how he wrecked her life.
Wendy, girl, I'm pregnant by my brother-in-law. Should I keep this baby?
You wretched whore.
Call Wendy, 866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy, 866-WENDY-FACT. Advice Hour starts now.
And here we are together again, everybody, for another round of Advice Hour. The phone lines are open, and I will be addressing your phone calls in a matter of moments. 866-GET-WENDY, 866-GET-WENDY. And a little information to pass on to you in Wendy's Medical Minute. Yes. Do you suffer from MSS? It's money sickness syndrome, and medical health experts say it's real. It causes things like nausea, diarrhea, indigestion, shortness of breath, headache, sleeping problems, and low appetite. Wow. People with money sickness syndrome suffer mood swings, negative thoughts, poor concentration, and poor judgment. Money worries can cause significant problems in relationships, say health experts. People who suffer are often in the worse health than those who are in control of their finances. 43% of people will develop MSS at some point in their life. Don't let it be you. Get a control of your money and hell.
Get your broke ass fixed, basically.
And another point in Wendy's Medical Minute is that DJ AM, Nicole Richie's boyfriend again, on April 20th, went to the hospital, and got nearly 20 pounds of his excess skin removed after his gastric bypass. Wow. Yeah, well, he was tipping the scales at, damn near, 400 pounds. And now he weighs 170 pounds, and he got 20 pounds of, the excess skin. Because, the skin doesn't snap back. It turns gray and it smells under there. And, and you got to lift it up to do things. But you don't want to get the skin removed too soon until after because it's a very expensive operation. Anyway, so this is part of Wendy's The Medical Minute. And here's a quote from DJ AM. I was terrified. It's a very serious thing. And we're talking about weight. And it by no means has an easy outcome. It was mainly a health factor. My knees were giving out. I'm 30 years old. I could barely walk around. Going up one flight of steps, I was completely winded. I was absolutely unhealthy. So his gastric bypass surgery was a 4-hour operation, and he had that back in 2003. He lost 154 pounds. And now he's gotten his skin removed, so everything's going to be tight and nice. Full body lift. Tight and nice. Congratulations, DJ AM. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Wendy's Medical Minute. Yeah. Now it's time to deal with some of your problems and things. All right, I have nothing from the telephones. Jessica over there. Yeah, here she comes. Oh, well, gosh. All right, well, here's something. Dear Wendy, I'm a 21-year-old full-time college student with 2 jobs. I plan to enter law school in a year or 2. My problem is that my boyfriend of 5 years and I have lately had the desire to have children. I mean, we talk about it all the time, Wendy. I know that we're not ready due to numerous reasons. But my question to you is, what can we do to take this off our minds? What activities, or should I see a psychologist? I mean, there's nothing you can do. You know, you can make yourself busy, I guess, you know, by finishing college, just like you intend on doing, go to law school. And, you know, I mean, it's nice that you're focused. You know what you want. You've already got your boyfriend. You could possibly think about marriage before having the babies. I mean, just a thought. I know that's so old-fashioned. Oh, my God. But what do you mean, what activities? I'll finish school. All right, line number 1 is 34. Doesn't want to give a name. What?
New caller.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Chocolate on line 2. Chocolate, hey, what's going on?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
It is so good to talk to you.
Thank you. Nice to have you here, too. So you're 35 years old, and what's going on?
Okay, here's the thing. I've been with my son's father for a very long time. When I say a very long time, I mean like over 20 years. We started when I was very, very young.
15.
Well, 12, actually.
12, okay. And you're 35 now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and about 9 months ago, we broke up, and it's devastating to me.
I'll bet.
And he was seeing this 25-year-old. And I had found out that he was seeing her or whatever, and I spoke to her over the phone just to see, like, what kind of person she was. And she's like, well, forget about her, but him. Okay, he's a very nice guy. But the thing is, he's been in and out of jail, right? And I stuck by his side. He's recently gotten his life together where he works and he's gained employment and he's doing really, really good. Mm-hmm. And the question that I have for you, he keeps telling me that he doesn't want to be with this girl. He's not with her or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But every now and then, she call him on the phone. He doesn't disrespect me by talking to her, but I have a kid with him, and it's really hard for me to let go. I don't know what to do.
Doesn't really sound like you've made him aside and your child aside, tell me a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I'm a college graduate. Mm-hmm. I've gone to school and majored in accounting, and I've got my degree, and I'm doing good.
Yeah. Did you ever desire another man?
That was my one and only forever.
Yeah, I know. Well, but now, do you have desires now?
Not really.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, you'll play the hand that's been dealt to you. I mean, you know, deal with your man being in and out of jail, occasionally hitting skins of a new woman, and you know, you'll turn the other way and you'll go on with your life.
Okay.
I mean, you sound happy. You don't sound angry.
Oh, I am very angry, but
you sound accepting of this other woman.
No, I mean, she's gone. She hasn't been in contact with him for a while.
Okay. So then your question is, what should you do about the relationship?
Yeah. I mean, other people have told me.
Does he work?
Yeah, he works.
And what does he go in and out of jail for?
He's like cars, getting arrested for cars.
Car thief tagging cars? What?
He doesn't know how, but he's been making a way for other people to get them.
Yes. I mean, you know, it's time to grow the hell up, you know, and at 35, I'm assuming he's about your age also. Mm-hmm. At 35 with a child, and he's managed to bamboozle you and never wife you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Even though that's what you want, right?
Of course I do.
It's never going to happen, but anyway. Yeah, you've stayed and stuck around too long. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I mean, just sit around and take it. I mean, you know.
Hell no, Wendy. I wanted you to tell me the truth.
What the hell are you still doing with him? In and out of jail? I mean, you know, you've had a child. How old is your child?
Wendy, everybody listens to your show. They're going to know who I am.
How old is the child?
He's a teenager.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's never going to marry you.
Wow. Are you fat and insecure about yourself?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what is it about you that's had you up under this man since you were 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that, you know, you met him. It's very, very romantic. But there are parts of it that are very unrealistic. Like, it is unrealistic to think that you've been with the same man since you were 12 years old and that he's not just cheating on you with this girl, but that he's not running around. And I mean, you know, here and there. I'm not saying, you know, on a regular basis, but hey, you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Dude's getting it in at least once a year with somebody different than you. In addition, don't be surprised if other kids pop up.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Are you gonna castrate him?
No, that's funny. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm not.
I mean, here's my thing. Okay, all right. So
Wendy, I'm not fat. I'm 145 pounds.
No.
I'm 5'6".
Okay, listen. You know, stay with him. You know, you love him. You've put up with a lot, but I will tell you one thing right now. Stash your FU money. And I know you love him and you trust him and you all share everything and you don't know how to breathe without him. You've been with him since you were 12 years old. Stash your, not his, not joint account, nothing that he knows about. Stash your FU money.
Okay, Wendy.
For that rainy, cold day.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Wendy.
And stay on your grind and make sure that you keep a job. So that when you do have to leave him, if you ever have to leave him, you can leave him high and dry.
Thank you, Wendy.
Because now that your kid is older, he won't be paying any child support. Right?
Well, I mean, he could if I wanted to.
The kid is older, though. Just like he could marry you if he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we see where that is.
Right.
Yeah. I would just say, you know, just strengthen yourself. Get all your resolve together, strengthen yourself, and I wish you well with your relationship. But, you know,
I think I should just move on, right?
Well, you said he's not cheating right now.
Yeah, but who knows how long that's going to last?
Well, it's only going to last for a moment. He'll be back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It doesn't sound to me like you could survive. Could you survive on your own, Chocolate? I mean, emotionally and...
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, because he's taken away a lot of your grown woman, superwoman strength just by being... You know, he's been with you since... Where'd you go to college?
I went to BMCC.
I knew it. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with BMCC, but when she went to when she said I went to college, I wasn't expecting her to say, you know, I went to, you know, Northwestern out in Chicago, a 4-year school where I was up from under his nuts.
Could have, but because of him, I didn't go.
Exactly. He's held you back a lot in your life. You don't even realize it until one day when you decide to leave him. Just be as strong as you possibly can. Strengthen yourself as a woman, and only you can determine when it's time to leave him. But, you know, strengthen yourself.
Thank you, Wendy.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
BMCC, for those of you from out of town, is Borough of Manhattan Community College. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, I knew by talking to her that she wasn't one of those. I went to this 4-year school, University of Arizona. I ventured out. I grew up. I came back, and I still love. She's never been out from up under his shadow.
In school all those years.
And he persuaded her not to go away to school, but to stay here. He knows what he has in her. A real, I can't even say a sucker, but just he'll never wife her. He'll never wife her. Now that they're getting older and stuff, but he doesn't, they got no pension. Like, they're not even thinking about what tomorrow's going to hold. It's just like sad. It's like sad. The sad part is, and she has no reason, I guess, to leave him right now. But the next time something comes up, she won't be able to flee because I bet you she's not stashing and saving. I bet he knows every move she makes and every dime she brings in because that's all she's used to. Women have got to have the FU money, and I don't care how much you love your man. I don't care that you never caught him doing anything. I don't care. You've got to have the ability to get credit on your own. You have to have the ability to survive without his support. You've got to. And if you don't have it, then at least I put the idea in your head and you got, ladies, there's more to sisters be doing it for ourselves than just some damn words falling out of my mouth. And I don't care that you have a husband or that you have a rich boyfriend. I don't care about that. I don't care. I don't care. It's a tough world out here. Nobody's guaranteed to take care of you except for you. And I don't care how much you love him. I don't care. I don't care. He will turn on you like a wild dog, given the right situation. Ugh.
It's Wendy, man.
I'm a 28-year-old female with 4 children. I'm married. I keep receiving phone calls from females who are saying that they're pregnant by my husband.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Back by popular demand. And this time, it's bigger and better than ever.
Pick your pleasure.
It's the luxury of your choice. Having the ability to choose what you desire most.
Pick your pleasure.
Louis Vuitton, Gucci, diamonds, and furs. Exotic trips, cash. A night out in the town with one of your favorite stars. Listen for the winning time starting at 7:15 a.m., 12:15 in the afternoon, and 6:15 evenings.
Pick your pleasure.
With 107.5 WBLS.
All right, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Charlamagne the God is in the building, and it's WBLS. At this hour, the show is being brought to you by Lowe's. Let me talk to you for a moment about my Dr. Stuart Mogul. Go to nyfoot.com and check out his website. footnewyork.com. Footnewyork.com. My Dr. Stuart Mogul just did my friend Nancy's bunions. Double bunionectomy she got from Dr. Stuart Mogul. She got the feet done last Thursday. On Tuesday, I saw her at the Jolie magazine party. I was like, wow. He's good, though. He's good, right? He's good. Yeah, I love him, Wendy. Yeah, exactly. I didn't even know she was getting it done. You can get your feet done. What is it that's bothering you about your feet? You got that long toe, the crooked toes, the hammer toes, the bunions, the corns. You know, and the mark isn't really as bad as I thought. Look, Charlamagne, this is what it looks like afterwards. Wait a minute. All right, there's a little bit of peeling from Puerto Rico on my feet. That's not ash. But do you see? That's not so bad, right? Oh, shut up.
No, I'm just,
I mean, not my whole foot. I'm just talking about...
These two right here look like they're throwing up gang signs.
Well,
on the end.
You know what? Can I just tell you something? I'm not messing with any other parts of my feet. It is what it is. You know, if you're a toe man, I am not your woman. And I got the nerve to have my feet out today. Yeah. I am not your woman. But my feet are now designed where I can run in my 4 inches, where I can keep them on all day, where I feel perfectly comfortable because I got my bunions done 2 years ago. Thanks, Dr. Mogul. His practice is limited to corrective surgery of the feet. Corns, buns, hammer toes, bunions, hammer toes, corns, crooked toes. What is wrong with your feet? Let him help you. If it's just a little vanity something, he does that too. Vanity for your feet. What are your feet sweaty? He can help you out with that. 22 years of practice, board certified, over at Lenox Hill Hospital, Manhattan Eye, Ear, and Throat Hospital, 5th Avenue Surgical Center. They all usher in Dr. Stuart Mogul because they know he's the best, and his track record proves it. 212-769-0066. Look no further. You don't have to do what I do. I'm just saving you the time of, meeting with the other doctors. I'm sure they're very good, but they're no Dr. My Mogul, Dr. My Stuart Mogul. He's my doctor. 212-769-0066. Charlamagne obviously thinks that I'm trying to pose for Footnista magazine. All I was trying to do is get all comfortable in my shoes so I can wear them all day. And now I can.
They don't look as bad as Star Jones's feet.
The Star Jones has very, very nice feet. I'm not talking about the close-up shot like that. I'm talking about, have you ever seen them in paparazzi shots? They're narrow. It looks like she probably fits into a perfect size. I don't know, 7 or 8 or maybe even 9, but whatever. With a narrow foot like that, you can, please, the foot world is your dream. The foot world is your dream. Besides, we all know Al's not paying attention. He don't give a damn.
Al might suck her toes. That might remind him of,
Oh, yes. Hey. Yes. And that big toe, if it's chubby enough, that'll work. Anyway, the Shadow Nightclub is ready for the weekend. It's free on Friday night before 1 a.m. Compliments of BLS. And Friday night, tonight, Mr. Cheeks is at the Shadow. Oh, Mr. Cheeks at the Shadow. And then tomorrow night, Saturday, Elbow to Elbow with Chuck Chill Out. And, of course, the Shadow's got the reggae room, the R&B dance floor, and the jazz room. It is the place to be for well-dressed adults in Manhattan, the Shadow. 23 and older for the ladies, 25 and older for the gentlemen. It's the Shadow. Hey, dear Wendy, because Advice Hour is still going on. I've been dating this guy for 5 years. Now, he was married and lost his wife about 6 years ago. Wendy, from time to time when we have conversations where he brings up his marriage, he refers to her as my wife. He says things like, my wife and I, or when my wife did this. Wendy, I don't have a problem with him reminiscing, but isn't there some other way that he can refer to her other than my wife? Her first name would suffice. I feel like the other woman when he brings her up. In the beginning, I didn't mind because I know that he was doing it out of habit. But my question to you is, how can I let this brother know without seeming insensitive? And I also feel like because he refers to her in the way, the chance of him popping the question to me is not going to happen anytime soon. I'm a woman of a certain age, and having a boyfriend in my 40s is not attractive at all. We've talked about marriage, but I feel like the longer he still refers to her as my wife, the longer it'll be before he's comfortable enough to pop the question to me. What's your opinion? I agree with you. His wife, God rest the dead, has been dead for 6 years. He's been with you for 5 years. That whole my wife thing, I understand it in the first, couple of years, and even then, he's not over her yet. I mean, and I'm no psychologist, but I play one on the radio. He's not over her yet, and it's disrespectful to you. I mean, there are ways that he can honor her memory, whatever kind of shrine he's got going on. It's disrespectful to you. He's not over her yet, and he's not popping the question to you anytime soon.
There's really no closure in death.
Yes, I dare say. Well, there is closure in referring to somebody as my wife, my wife, my wife. There is closure in when you walk into somebody's house, if you're dating a guy and you walk into their house and he still has pictures of his wife prominently displayed. If he's been with you for 5 years and you're over there all the time and you're spending weekends, and I mean, they have a legitimate relationship. There's a place for the shrine, and there's other ways that you honor that memory. He's not over her yet. He's not over his wife.
I don't think he'll ever be over. Because, I mean, if you were in a relationship with somebody and they died, it's not like y'all broke up.
No, and when I say over, I don't mean get over and never think about her again. I just mean in the presentation. My wife, my wife, my wife, my wife, my wife. He's still hurting. Comparing. Mm-hmm. And if there's any respect, it's not like this is a woman that he's been dating for a year. They've been together for 5 years. For 5 years. I don't even want to ask what kind of pictures are all around the house, which I understand. But if you're, if you're dating somebody for 5 years, they're always over at your house. You're always over at each other's houses. You're cooking in the morning, eggs for breakfast. You got not just a drawer, but half the closet now of clothes and stuff like that. And you walk in the house and there's still, pictures of, you and your wife on your trip to the Bahamas, you and your wife on this, and they're big and prominent. You're supposed to be able to rearrange, whether it's that you put those things in your office or you make the pictures a little bit smaller and not as prominent. I'm not saying you got to put my pictures up as the girlfriend of 5 years, but you understand what I mean? Goose, you're a married man. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's no sensitivity to the girlfriend of 5 years. And he's not over his wife. In terms of being able to move on to the next relationship.
She's probably just an emotional jump off.
Yes. And I wouldn't even say emotional. That's a physical jump off right there. Emotionally, he's still mourning for his wife. Physically, a man's still got to do what a man's got to do. Oh, yeah. And probably because he doesn't want to whore around from woman to woman. You know, you're that steady. He'll you know. All right. Let me see. Ebony is on line number 1, and she's not sure who to choose. At 22.
Let me see. Ebony.
Hi, Ebony. Turn your radio down.
Okay, hi.
Hi, Ebony.
How are you?
It's Wendy. How are you today?
Good, Wendy. Wendy, I just wanted to call you because I always, I never called you before. I always listen to you, give advice, and at least I like the fact that you're always honest, and I, listen to things that you say. And for, I guess I should say, for like the last 3.5, maybe 4 years, the first 3 years I was dating this one guy, and he's like the type of guy that, I really like him. He's a thug, but he's not that person that, you really... My family knows him, but he's not that person that they really, want to see you with. Right.
Oh, please. I understand. I married one of them.
After me and him kind of had a little problem, never like a bad relationship. Just I started seeing things in him, I thought I should break it off. I moved away, so I, broke it off.
Right.
And I started dating this other guy who I really care about. He's really nice. He's really sweet. He's like the perfect package that the family would want to see, but I just don't got that vibe that I don't know how to explain, and I don't know how to, have with him that I have with the other guy. So I kind of have been seeing the other guy, I say the last few months.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm just like, do I pick the person who I think, okay, he's going to be a good family guy, my family's going to like him?
Right.
Or do I stay with, or do I...
First of all, you're only 22. When are you looking to get married?
I mean, I don't want to... I'm a type of person, I'm not... I say it's going to happen when, when it happens. I'm not, rushing into it.
Okay, but you just want to know who you are growing to like into love and walk down the aisle with.
Exactly. Because it's like I can see sometimes I just ask myself, what would my life be like if I stay with him? Or what would it be like if I stay with him?
Well, I can tell you by example that if you pick the person, that your parents like, the person with the suit on or whatever, and you don't go with what you want, you're going to end up in divorce court. Just from personal experience, that your story sounds a bit similar to mine. I brought home this guy. I thought it was who I was groomed to be with, a guy like, and I thought that my parents would like, and, all like that. 5 months later, we're divorced.
Right.
He was 11 years older than me, turned on me like a wild dog. He used to say, if we ever got divorced, I would never want anything from you. He tried to rape me, and that was over a decade ago when, I wasn't doing as well then as I'm doing right now, but I was still doing better than him.
Right.
He ended up running out of money, couldn't pay for his divorce lawyer. That's when I swooped down with my FU money and divorce. I was able to just get the divorce free and clear. But he tried to, everything from, remember the Sony Trinitron TVs? Everything. He was nickel and diamond over TV and all kind. What? You can have all this.
Yeah.
Just get out of my life. So now,
and I see that in the other guy too. The one the same like it's like.
I have to tell you,
he'll say anything to me, and the other guy he won't.
Okay, well I have to get ready to go into a break, but I will tell you this: perhaps the thug isn't right for you either. But I will just give you an overall in terms of men. Date who you want to date, not who your parents want to see you with. But by the same token, Ebony, your obligation is to be the best woman you can be, so that if your parents even think of criticizing who you finally end up with, you can show them through your education and your job and how you carry yourself. Look, Ma, Dad, I'm no fool. Right. I am no fool. So why would you question, because I love Byron.
Yeah.
But Byron might not be the one for you either. So be very careful. In the meantime, shine yourself up, Ebony. Be the best woman you can be.
Thank you so much, Wendy.
Because when you marry a thug, your parents are always going to be looking, seeing if, oh gosh, is she down the wayward path? Is she whatever? Until you prove to them that you're a sane woman.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wendy.
You're very welcome, Ebony.
All right.
Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah. Shout out to everybody over at the Black Business National Organization, the BBNA. Thank you so much. They're giving me an award on May 25th. Well, it's a black thing. All right, you guys, keep it where you have it. Advice Hour continues. We have our book read guests coming through during the Hour of Truth. Lajoyce Brookshire, as well as Byron Harmon is coming in later on today. And it's Wendy, and I'm here until 7 on WBLS.
Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy. Wendy Williams.
Yeah. Oh. It's the Wendy Williams experience here on the radio. Thank you, everybody. And Advice Hour is on. Keisha's on line number 2. She's 26. It says in the computer she's been with her man for 10 years. They have 4 kids together. And she wants to know what my definition is of living before you get married. Hi, Keisha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Keish.
Okay, here's the thing, right? We've been together going on 11 years. We have 4 children that range from the ages of 8 years old to 3 months,
And
right?
you're 26, okay. Mm-hmm.
Right. He's 10 years my senior.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when you say, like live before you get married and stuff like that, I've been on my own since I was like 14.
Okay.
Until I met him and we had our first kid. And then I moved in with him for a year after our first child was born. Then I left him and moved into my own apartment for 3 years before we moved in together again.
Okay.
When he asked me to marry him when our first kid was about 3, and from watching my parents, I had grown up in a style where I said I was never going to get married. What's the sense of getting married if you're going to get divorced? But now, as I got older, I've changed my views.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think I've lived, and it's time right now. What do you think?
It's time to get married?
Yeah.
Why would he marry you? He always got you. He saddled you with 4 kids. And you're barely a kid yourself. You're 26. I wouldn't marry you. Why marry you? I mean, I'd treat you well. You know, you're my baby's mother. But, who needs the paperwork?
So you don't think it's going to happen?
No.
Okay.
And you said he's 10 years older than you?
Yeah, he's 10 years older than me. God knows we've been through our stuff, but we passed all of that, haven't been in any friction in about 5 years. There's nothing, we're doing good right now. So in a situation like that, you would think no marriage, just continue on just the way we are?
I mean, as a woman, I understand what you're saying. The whole thing about, marriage. From a man's perspective, at this particular point, a 35, 36-year-old man is glad that he has a family to go home to on one hand, but he's seeing a lot of his friends, go through divorce and all kind of other stuff. What does he say when you talk to him about marriage?
Like I said, he asked me to marry him when my first son was 3, and I was the one that was kind of iffy.
And how long ago was that?
When my son was born in 97, so that was about 2000, 2001.
Yeah, too much time has passed. He's not revisiting that.
You don't think so?
I mean, look, stranger things have happened. I mean, I can't believe that, you haven't talked to him about it more recently. If you said things, because you said things have been going very well for the past few years.
We've spoken about it, and I've had an engagement ring like I said, since my son was about 3, and I've been wearing it for all these years, going on 11 years. I've been engaged for like 11 years, but we never did the marriage thing.
Yeah, but why don't you just go to the justice of the peace and make it happen?
I think that's what I'm getting at now, and I'm kind of ready, so I think I'm going to...
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, like no biggest ceremony or no after party, no nothing. You got 4 kids. You can...
I'm really into that. I just want the validity right now. Okay, Wendy.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's dicey. Maybe, maybe not. Line number 5 is Marie. Oh, gosh. Everybody's got man problems today. Hello.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Marie. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. What's going on? See, you're 23 years old?
Yes, and I've been with my boyfriend for about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when I graduated last year, because we're both from the South, he pretty much made an ultimatum that if I came up here for grad school, that it would be over. And I went ahead and tested the waters, and it didn't. He's still with me.
Okay.
Now he's saying, like, I hardly see him anymore. He doesn't come up here. He plays ball, so when he is up here for games, he should be able to segue, and he never does. And now,
Marie, this relationship has been over for a while. What do we need to hit you in the head with for you to understand? The relationship is over. Stop, okay? And back to the lady with the 4 kids and the man of 10 years, and she's 26. One of the things it says in the computer, she wanted to know what my definition is of living before you get married. What I simply mean by that, and it isn't that simple, and it has very little to do with sleeping around as much as it has to do with dating, like the date, test the waters, travel, buy property, learn how to move without calling a man, to help you out, a boyfriend, a brother, or whatever. Hire a moving company and stand there and watch them sweaty foreign men load everything up on the truck, pay for it yourself. And for girls, it is very important that you not just live, but live. Like, I'm not saying you have to live, in a penthouse in the Trump Towers. Have a real apartment. We've all been there, women of a certain age. You got the mice, the roaches, the skeevy-looking elevators, and that skeevy apartment. That is not what I mean by live. I mean a step up from that. A 1-bedroom. Some furniture, from IKEA, so you don't have real furniture or whatever. Live. Get yourself a car. Learn what it is to be cute on your own. Be able to pull up to a light and beep at the fly guy next to you. What you twerking with. Like live. Get on a plane. Go to Miami for the weekend. If not by yourself, which is fine, then go with your girls. Live. Learn how to work a hammer and a nail, or at least make the money to be able to call somebody to hammer and nail. Just live. Luxuriate. Buy yourself a Gucci bag just because, if that's what you want to do. Women, just be fly and then get married. So all that's out of your system, and still be fly, but just know you was doing it for yourself at one point. And if your husband ever acts up, you know how to do it for yourself again. That's all. That's all. Live. Girls are just giving up. Every girl that I've talked to today has just been, Marie in Connecticut. She's been with the same guy for 4 years. This girl I just hung up on with the man back and forth. Marie, you're 23 years old. You said you're in grad school. The world is your oyster. Throw on some lip gloss and mascara. Throw those pumps on. Get to class and live, Marie. Live.
It's Wendy, man.
I got slayed so well. Made me do things I don't even do to my husband.
Oh, my God. Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Yeah, here's a leftover from Advice Hour here on the Wendy Williams Experience. A shout out to Horny, Hungry, and in Love. No, love is not enough to keep this relationship together. She's with this guy now. He's thin and 6'5". She's 5'10", and she usually likes muscle-bound guys. This guy's kind of lanky. He's medium brown. She likes dark brown. He doesn't really do it for her in bed, but she says that she's truly in love with him. You might as well move on and stop wasting this man's time and your time, because no, love is not enough. There's no bedroom excitement, and you're not physically attracted to him. Listen, love is great, and so is a beautiful spirit, but don't get it twisted. You must maintain or have some sort of physical attraction to one another. A beautiful personality is not enough. Doing backflips in the bedroom is not enough. You have to have some basic attraction to somebody. Let's bring in the expert. She's been married twice. A mess. Hi, Lajoyce. It's Lajoyce Brookshire, everybody. Oh, coming with gifts. Hi. It's good to see you. Lajoyce, everyone, is one of our book reads for the month. And, of course, this is the last Friday in the month. And so this is when we wind up the book read, and you can still go on and purchase the books and read and stuff. Summer's coming. Perhaps you haven't participated. I don't know. But anyway, Lajoyce's book is called Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love. Lajoyce Brookshire. We don't have a whole lot of time. Your story is so interesting. Let's just get right into it. Your ex-husband has been dead for 10 years.
That's right.
I zhuzhed through your book and stopped. I can't say that I read the whole thing cover to cover, but your story is so interesting, and I want to go back and actually read it myself. Tell us about, all right, you met Stephen. He was HIV positive.
I don't know if he was HIV positive or if he had full-blown AIDS at the time.
Excuse me, full-blown AIDS is what I meant to say. I meant to say full-blown AIDS because you met him. He was in the disaster mode.
Correct.
Told you he had a bleeding ulcer.
Yes, he did.
How old was he?
33. Well, 31.
Yes, 31. Mm-hmm. His mother and his sister knew he was full-blown HIV positive.
Yes.
Never let you know because they didn't want to see their beloved Stephen die by himself.
That's it.
How long did you date him prior to marrying him?
Girl, met and married within 11 months. Mistake. Don't do it, girls. You think you know somebody, you know him, but you don't know.
You don't know him. How many times was he sick in 11 months?
Not at all.
Wow.
Not at all. My husband now, Gus, he says that what we should do in order to analyze somebody's personality and everything, you should wait 2 seasons, which is 2 years. Because if somebody's sick, you're going to see that. If they're taking medication, you're going to see that. If they have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde behavior, which he has, you're going to see that.
So now you got pregnant somewhere in those 11 months, and he told you to get an abortion.
Yes.
Now it's probably because he felt as though maybe he would have passed something on to you.
Absolutely, and that's the denial of the disease in not knowing what the status was and not knowing all the facts about the disease.
So
that if the mother is negative, the child is absolutely negative.
Well, let me ask you. You guys were dating. You weren't using condoms in these 11 months. Let's
sometimes
be real.
yes, sometimes no.
Okay. Did he ever encourage you to use condoms?
No, he did not encourage me to use condoms.
I hate to get all personal.
No, he didn't.
I hate to get all personal like I do with the listeners and stuff, but did he ever splash off in your mouth? I mean, was he...
Okay, interesting you asked that question.
Yes.
One of the wonderful signs about men of this type of behavior is they don't allow you to give them. They don't mind giving, but they don't allow you to give. So I never had
you
that
never gave him a professional?
No, never. And
were you relieved or were you wondering?
I didn't know to wonder, Wendy. I mean, honestly, my whole life, that's like one of the things, like, in my relationships, it's like, sorry, that's reserved for a husband.
Okay, wow.
Okay, so I'm like waiting my whole life to do this. Okay, and he's like, don't,
Right.
And he was like, I don't want you to get sick. Come up from there, I don't want you to get sick.
And how old were you at this point?
28, baby. In 1990, we didn't know to ask the questions, Wendy, that we better ask today.
Yes.
We better ask, have you ever had a homosexual relationship?
Was he gay? How did he get it?
I think that at some point maybe he kicked it with his boys, which is another question you better ask. Have you ever kicked it with your boys? Because men will not say that they've had a homosexual relationship.
No.
Now you have to ask, have you ever kicked it with your boys?
Okay.
And then you better not trust. You better go and say, let's take an AIDS test before you let someone touch you. And you go to the room and hear their results and let them come to the room and hear your results. None of this come out of the room, oh, baby, I'm negative. You don't get to touch.
Okay, what about doctor's appointments? Was he take a lineup of medication,
Nothing.
something that you might have found in his underwear drawer, doctor's appointments, nothing?
Nothing. And another one of the signs that is glaring with these type of men with this narcissistic behavior who only think that it's all about them and their happiness is that they don't let you out of their sight. They want to be with you every single second. They monopolize all of your time. They sabotage all of your other relationships just in case somebody else peeps their card. So we were together literally 24/7 when he wasn't at his office and I wasn't at mine.
And what did he do for a living?
He was a parts manager at a BMW dealership. And I was working in the industry. I was a producer and writer. And every night, you know how it is in the industry, you got something to go to.
Of course.
So he
I used to see you on the set back then.
I know. Remember? You remember him?
Yes. No, I don't.
He was really tall. And
I don't care. No, I don't. I was high. Now, I got my own book. You know what I mean? I was high. Is this you just gave me some dap? Maybe.
No, I wasn't.
Too. Oh, okay.
Don't dip.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't remember him.
Okay, that's all right, but he was there. He was there on the scene with me every single place, and I was dragging him all around to all of the industry functions. The girls would be like, he's a cutie. And I would be like, oh, girl, that's going to be my husband.
Would he cough? Did he have anything going on in his body? He's flawless.
Absolutely nothing, and he was flawless. And that's how I got here, because he was flawless.
Okay.
And he wined and dined, another sign.
Okay.
And if it's probably too good to be true, more than likely it is.
Oh, my God, Lajoyce. Lajoyce Brookshire. The book is called Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love. Tell me about your relationship with his no good mother and no good sister.
Good. You know what? I don't want to call her no good either. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, sweetie. Because they were out looking for specifically their son. What I have to say to people at large is stop lying for your men, be it your husband, your brother, your uncle. You may think that you're protecting them, but what you're doing is hurting people. Any information that you have that could steal, kill, and destroy, that's a problem. And let me tell you, I didn't have to raise a hand on vengeance. The mother burned to death in a fire, and the sister who knew jumped out of the window on fire.
Oh, my God! And he died.
And he died. So vengeance really does belong to God.
Oh, my God!
And in his disease, he had every single opportunistic infection that a person has with AIDS. Like, you know, when you have AIDS and your immune system gets compromised, and it's an opportunistic infection that takes you out. He had the sarcoma all over his face that makes you look like a leper. There was no place to kiss him. He had the thrush so bad in his mouth, the white pasty yeasty, that some days his mouth would be stuck together.
Shut up.
He had the runs so bad. He had the sarcoma, the neuropathy. He could not walk. Each of those things are things that could take anybody out. God was just taking him to the edge of death, snatching him back and giving him something else. Taking him to the edge.
Okay, so while he's going through all of this and he's being sick and he's got this stuff, how is he explaining this to you?
Oh, this was not until after I found out, 2 years later.
Okay, how did you find out?
Oh, he
had AIDS.
We were in L.A. on a vacation, and he got...
How far into the marriage?
2 years.
Okay.
And he got sick out in L.A. Ironically enough, we were supposed to go and have dinner at Frankie Crocker's house, and Frankie was going to drive us to the airport. Frankie was a good friend of mine.
Okay.
And then turn in the rental car and come back and go to work the next day. He got deathly sick. We couldn't. And then that night, he turned blue overnight, literally. And he didn't want
Was he as light as you? Could you see the blue?
Y'all could see the blue. His fingertips were blue. All of his extremities were blue, which meant he was getting no oxygen.
Where did this happen? In the hotel room?
No, he wasn't blue yet. When we got back to Brooklyn, he was getting blue. And he didn't want to go to emergency. He wanted to wait until morning and go to the hospital that his mother had worked at in Long Island.
Oh.
And we went there the next morning, and then the doctor said, something is very seriously wrong with you.
You both went to the hospital.
We both went to the hospital.
So
they admitted him. And the doctor said, either you have cancer or you have AIDS. And he was like, what? I don't have either of those things. He said, well, we're going to admit you to the hospital and we're going to find out what's wrong with you.
And what are you doing as the wife?
I'm looking like, oh my God, what is going on here? And then they say, we're going to plug him up. We're going to find out. We're going to run every test imaginable. We're going to find out what's happening to him. So 42 days into the hospital stay, they don't tell me anything. We don't know. They only admit that it's some kind of pneumonia. And Deborah Fraser House from the Black Leadership Commission, where I was working doing a project at the time.
Oh my God.
Calls me into the office and said, LaJoyce, have they said that his pneumonia is 3 letters to you, PCP? And I said, no, they haven't. She said, I need you to brace yourself. And they called this family meeting and said,
Family meeting? Who was in there?
We all came. The Uncle Charles, the sister, and the godmother came from California.
I don't want to find out that my husband has this with everybody in the family. I know
they weren't in the room. They weren't in the room, but they told each of us one at a time.
Okay.
And they told me first.
Okay.
And so then he told me, and then I looked at the doctor.
He, like your husband?
Yes. What's his name? And and then the doctor. I looked at the doctor like, what? And I said, well, how far along is he into HIV? He said, no, he doesn't have HIV. His T cell count is 4.
Okay.
And that means clinically dead.
Okay.
So what I know.
And you all had made love in LA because you're away and it's sexy. Oh my God!
Absolutely. Yep.
Well, if you weren't giving professionals, then you apparently weren't.
No.
Yeah, back there.
No, I've never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you still have never.
Never.
Gus.
Leave Gus alone.
No, but go talk.
Yeah. So anyway, so we find out, and it's a disaster. And the sister sits there when it's her turn to be told, with her legs crossed. And my best friend Claudette is in the room, and she says, "Oh, I knew that." And he goes, "What? I hate you. Ever since we were little, you get out of here. I hate you." And she said, "I knew that, and Mommy knew it too."
Oh, he didn't know that the mother and sister knew.
Of course he knew that they knew. He's denying it in front of me.
Okay.
But see, ever since I entered into the relationship, there was this love-hate, venomous thing between the sisters and the brother. So all I ever saw was these brothers and this brother and these sisters be hateful to one another. So I'm just thinking this is another hateful act on her part. You know, I'm not really believing what I'm hearing.
Lajoyce, did you want to just kill him? Right there?
No, I didn't. All I had was major compassion for him. What I wanted to do was for them to tell me I was negative. That's what I wanted them to do. I was like, and right now, somebody take my blood. Because I need to let you know.
And how long did you have to wait for the results?
Oh, gosh, like 3 weeks.
Okay, what did you do during those 3 weeks?
Pray, and
Who were you with? Did you vacation? How many cigarettes did you smoke? How much did you drink?
I didn't drink.
How much weed did you puff?
Don't do that. Had to stay focused. I was not going to let this come into my life. And
did you take time off work?
No, ma'am. Couldn't take time off work. I was in the middle of a major event with the Black Leadership Commission on AIDS. Their first ever gospel concert that was at Abyssinian Baptist Church was a smash hit, and so I threw myself into that.
So you divorced him, or did he die on you?
He died on me. I did not divorce
all right.
him.
After he got out of the hospital, did he ever come out of the hospital?
Yes, he did come out of the hospital. I nursed him back to health holistically. Yes, I did. Teas, herbs, homemade food, homemade breads, drinks, aloe vera drinks, smoothies, Ensure smoothies, all kinds of things. He went back to work, actually.
Wow.
Yes, he went back to work, nursed him back to a T-cell count of around 700.
Lajoyce, wait, hold on, affiliates. I'm sorry. We need to have you back in here. We're going to take phone calls and stuff. Never mind, affiliates. We're about to go in the break in a minute. I am fascinated. Why isn't this a movie?
From your lips to God's ears, baby. Yes, on its way. Yeah.
I can't wait.
You want to be in it?
No.
Okay.
I want to be in the audience. I want to.
Okay.
No, you know what? I do want to be an
announcer.
No,
because there's a lot of radio stuff.
I was going to say, when you guys are driving down the street, I just want to have my warrior voice going on. How you doing, everybody?
That's right, the Warriors.
Shout out to Lajoyce and her husband, Steve. Lajoyce, you better watch him. The kids are talking. Or whatever.
The kids.
Yeah, we don't know that he was gay.
And interesting, the kids, too. I have a lot of friends and I applaud them for standing in their truth. That's why we're tight, because that's what I do. I stand in truth. And Elaine Harris is one of my best friends.
Okay, we're going into the break. Okay. Hold that thought. We're going to take your phone calls. If you read this book, we would love to hear from you. Lajoyce Brookshire is our author, and she's in the house. Keep it where you got it.
Wendy, man.
This show is crazy. Just make sure it stays broadcast right here, because it's crazy. Everybody I know loves it, even my mother.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
What's inside? The JCPenney Spring Blowout this Friday and Saturday. Your final days to get the lowest prices of the spring. Get fantastic night and day doorbusters. Friday, 4 p.m. till close. Saturday, 8 a.m. till 1. Like 50% off entire stock sleepwear and 50% off entire stock Stafford dress shirts. Don't miss the JCPenney Spring Blowout this Friday and Saturday. Stores open Saturday at 8 a.m. It's all inside. JCPenney. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Sale ends April 29th.
I am out. I am like me and Goose, we're in the studio. Charlemagne just left. He had a flight to catch back to South Carolina. He holds his shift on the weekends. Plus, he's hosting a party tonight. Big star. But me and Goose are in the studio, and we were talking about how unbelievably compassionate Lajoyce is. Because, she met him married at 28. So by 30, 2 years into the marriage, she's a young and pretty New York City girl, 25, 35. She has no babies, a New York City girl. She has nobody to impress, nobody to explain. Daddy's. I'm going to tell you something right now. My knee-jerk reaction, and I think this is my authentic reaction too, I'd leave him right there. I would leave him right there in the hospital with his mother and his sister, and I would get my negative status for AIDS and go on with my life. I mean, he married me knowing, used no condoms, knowing, never educated himself, thinking if I know, oh God, she's incredible.
That's the worst a person can do.
And it's the worst thing a person can do. And then she was cooking and, holistic and running around, got him back up to 700 T cells.
Wow.
Please.
Wow.
Please.
Gotta get some kind of angel or something.
Well, she's from Chicago, and this is Lajoyce's third book. She also did Web of Deception, Lajoyce Brookshire, and she also was the novelist for the movie Soul Food, which I did not realize. But I'll tell you, I just can't get past what he did to her, and I don't give a damn. And that she was compassionate enough to stay. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is being brought to you by Wendy's. I forgot to do the people poll question last hour. Yesterday's question was, do you think it's too soon for United 93 to be released? 65% of you said no, and 35% of you said yes. The question today, ponder this over the weekend. You can always visit my website to answer yes or no, thewendywilliamsexperience.com. The question is it wrong to keep photos and letters from your ex when you're in a new relationship? Well, I'll start off by saying no. Because a relationship,
it's between two people.
They come and go. I mean, marriage is a different story. But, no. Then again, you can't have them prominently displayed. You know what I mean? You keep them where back there. In the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark, under that loose tile on the floor. You know what I mean? How insulting. Nobody wants to see all that and read all that. And after a while, you should be able to let go of all that.
Put them in a trunk.
Yeah, put them in a trunk. Drive him to the river and dump him. I can't get over she stayed. Dear Wendy, is that a man or a woman? Sounds like a transvestite. First facts we get about Lajoyce. Leave it to the experience. We're family. No, family. That is a woman. Tyler Perry's meeting. I can't believe the mother burnt up in a fire and the sister was burning, jumping out of the window. Yup.
Wow.
Burning in hell. Karma. Tyler Perry's Medea Goes to Jail is back for the last time at the Beacon Theater, May 9th through May 14th. Get your tickets now. Let me see what else people are saying. Oh, get Dove. She's on line number 2. Dove is one of our PPG models, and Dove read the book cover to cover.
Yes.
Dove.
Hello, Miss Wendy. How are you?
Hey, doing well. Did you love the book?
I did. How you doing, Lajoyce?
Oh, no, she's not in here now.
Oh, okay, no problem.
I just didn't want to leave you on hold any longer because they said that you were on hold for a minute here. No, she'll be back in the next... You want me to put you back on hold and you can talk to her?
We can do both. Either way, it's up to you, Wendy. But it was a wonderful book. It was very well read. I couldn't believe the struggle that she went through. Honestly, it was just the fact that she took care of this man after, he knew and the whole family knew, and she just didn't even roll out and go crazy on him like, you would think that somebody would.
Would you?
Yes.
Me too.
I would go crazy because, you're putting my life in jeopardy, and you didn't even give me the decision whether or not I wanted to be with you.
Me too. I know I would go absolutely nuts. I would have left him right there in the hospital.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And then the fact that she brought him back to health, she didn't ask any questions. She didn't even go into it. She was just like, okay, we're going to work from here and out and now, because it's not how you got it, but the fact that you have it now, and what are we going to do? She was just so strong with everything. And I've known Lajoyce for some time now, and I had no idea that was a struggle.
I know.
Oh my God. It was a wonderful book. It was very well read. I couldn't put it down. It was very good. I highly recommend it.
Wow. Thanks, Dove.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Dove is one of our PPG Stallion models. And the girls, they really got that thing going on. Put the party in a smash. They bring the sexy to the club. Dons and Divas Extravaganza is on June 17th. The girls will absolutely be in the building, twirling and shaking and looking pretty. Okay. You all. Oh, Linda's on line number 5. She's 43. She's in Brooklyn. It says in the computer, Linda's going through the same situation as Lajoyce.
Call back.
Linda, you need to call back. Wendy, Lajoyce isn't saying whether or not she's negative. Believe me, I hope she is. But is she positive or negative? No, she's negative. She's negative, and he's been dead for 11 years. Lajoyce is negative. Linda is on line number 7. She wants to comment about the book. Hi, Linda. Now, Lajoyce is not in here, but go ahead and comment.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
I can put you back on hold if you'd like to talk to her.
No, I can always speak to Lajoyce. I just wanted to thank you for having her on your show and sharing the experience, because I know Lajoyce since that happened. I met Stephen, but I didn't know him. And to find out all of these things about him, it was so hard to believe.
Wow.
But Lajoyce has a powerful message to get out there, and I just hope everyone reads that book.
Yeah.
You can't put it down.
Once again, everybody, the book. Thank you, Linda.
If you were talking about the Linda who has the same situation, I don't have that. I hope that wasn't me.
No, this is a 43-year-old Linda from Brooklyn. You're the 55-year-old Linda.
But I'm 55.
Yeah, gotcha, Linda.
Okay, thank you, Wendy.
Thank you for calling. Bye-bye.
All right.
I would love to talk to the 43-year-old Linda again. Linda, can you call back? Lajoyce Blajoyce. Her book is called Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love, and just unbelievable. Line number 6, her mom has HIV. Oh, she hung up and wants to know how to help her with herbs, etc. I mean, I can ask her that briefly while she's in here, but I certainly do want to make room for Lajoyce to take some of your phone calls. The story ends happily ever after. You know, she's remarried. She remarried, and she's married right now to her childhood sweetheart. They have children and the whole bit. And once again, her ex-husband, Stephen, passed in 1995. Wow. All right. Oh, Dakari. Line number 3. Is Dakari there? Dakari?
1 second.
I see it says that you have a question. Dakari?
Hello?
Hi. Do you want me to put you on hold so that you can speak to Lajoyce when she comes back in the studio? Okay. Hold on then, Dakari.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I mean, I really don't feel much like talking. You know what I feel like doing? I feel like going into the break, playing some music, and wringing my hands and rocking in my chair, waiting for Lajoyce to come back in here. And I got news for the affiliates, and they're not listening right now. We're going overtime in this next break. And if they don't like it, they can just cut me off and go into commercials and play another song that every other radio station is playing. You're not getting talk like this every place. Why do I have to fight with people like this?
This is big.
Yeah. My radio crime family outside of New York, you know, Vinny understands. Truth be told, Vinny would go with a song an hour, and that's only the first 16 bars and then cut it off. As long as it's compelling, he would let me talk all day. I love that about my boss here in New York, Vinny Brown. The other ones, they gotta get 12 hits in a row. The same damn music everybody's playing. They're not syndicating the music. They're syndicating the Wendy, and they won't let the Wendy do the Wendy. So I gotta take my time. And I hate that because I know it's always at the risk of, you know, somebody getting mad and then wanting to drop me from their station. Oh, well. Lajoyce is here. Her story is compelling. Goes, hold up a sign when we get back to the national break to remind me to let the national...
Scream at them.
Yeah. No, I don't even want to scream. I don't want to take up Lajoyce's time with this kvetching because I can do this every day, all day. But what I wanted to let them know, as soon as I open up the mic, when we all rejoin together, is affiliates, we're going overtime.
Listen and learn.
Yeah. All right. Keep it where you got it here. More with Lajoyce Brookshire. She's the author of Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love. And if you love Lajoyce's book, please go out and get it. It is our book in the book club of the month here at the the book of the month in our book club here at the Wendy Williams Experience. We actually had 2 this month. The second one, well, he'll be in the 5 o'clock hour, and his book is equally as titillating in a different kind of way. Oh, plus Thea Vidal is at Caroline's this weekend. So she's coming in to yuck it up with us, too, in the 5 o'clock hour. All right, keep it where you got it. It's company, which means gossip for the bonus hour because I just, the interviews are fine, but, Whitney and Bobby, there's something going on. Oh. We have not talked about Rosie O'Donnell in The View. I have not talked to you about 50 Cent. I mean, we really haven't, All right, so we got the bonus hour for that. In the meantime, let's go into the break. All right.
The Home Depot presents Bring It On, Joanne. Joanne just loves to entertain outdoors in the springtime.
I can throw a backyard barbecue.
So she's invited some friends over this weekend.
But my yard's still a wreck from the winter. What was I thinking?
Better hit the Home Depot, Joanne. With top quality grills like Weber and Charbroil, the latest in patio furniture, and all kinds of accessories for outdoor style.
I think just an intimate little gathering of, say, 40.
Bring it on, Joanne. At the Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.
Yo, be original. Your shit is sloppy. Get off your mother carbon copy. Wendy, man. The Wendy Williams Experience.
Turn on the phone, and we need LaJoyce in here now. Shout out to the affiliates. God, I all we've done during the entire break since the last time we talked is talk about this book in here. LaJoyce is in the other room. Affiliates, we will be going over a few moments with this break. So you can either cut me off with another song or cut me off with the commercials. But I am thoroughly interested in LaJoyce's story. I can't hold her over next hour. LaJoyce, come on! What's she doing? Damn. Miss Gary says, Wendy, I feel LaJoyce's pain in being deceived by her husband. However, when are you all going to stop implying that if a woman gets AIDS, it's from a man who's been kicking it with his boys? Straight men get AIDS from nasty women as often as they get AIDS from being on the DL. We're in 2006. Why are we still implying that AIDS is somehow a gay disease? If we keep pretending that, then stupid-ass women will keep getting it. Get a damn test and practice safe sex. It's from Miss Gary, who has a sad face in his Y today. LaJoyce.
Yes, dear.
How has your life changed since this?
I've been blessed beyond measure. And that's basically...
First of all, you sold the rights to the soul food for the movie.
No, I didn't. I was chosen to write the book. Yes. My book, Web of Deception, which was my second novel, was presented to HarperCollins.
Yes.
HarperCollins said, we want to do Web of Deception, but we have a book that we need to have written by the name of Soul Food. And my literary agent, Miss Marie Brown, she said that they asked me to do it. So I had to take the movie script, turn it into a novel. And that meant that's a novelization. I'm the first black woman who ever did a
novelized movie of a movie. I need this to be a movie right now. I need Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love to be a movie. Now, there's fire and brimstone and crosses and stuff. Were you very, very religious prior to this?
Yes, I didn't just start praying when this showed up in my life.
Okay.
God has always been my focal point.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do you say, LaJoyce, to people who are HIV positive and not informing their partners?
I say that it is a travesty and that only the truth will make you free. Mm-hmm. You know that you're suffering and hiding such a truth and that it's not right to take away someone else's choice.
Do you think that you should be allowed to sue for as much money as you can possibly squeeze out of a person, their estate, and their family?
It is
when they
attempted
do things
murder.
like that?
Yes, it is attempted murder, yes. Yes, and you can.
So you've remarried your childhood sweetheart. How did he come back into your life?
We've always been in touch. We're neighbors in Chicago. Okay. Our families are tight. Okay. And he lives just around the corner.
Did he need to see an AIDS test from you before?
We took one together. We took one together. Yes, we did. And his wife left him, and his divorce was final 4 days before what's-his-name died. And
that's what you call. Did you go to his funeral?
Of course, yes. I went to his funeral. Yes, that was the final it.
And you sat in the wife's seat?
I sat in the wife's seat in my white. And we had a homegoing service, sent him home. I don't know how much he went there, but he
did. You cry like a baby?
I did not cry. I was the last time I cried was at actually.
I'm mad for you. I'm mad for you.
Don't be mad. It's okay. But you know why? And you know why I'm not mad? I am not mad because God had enough grace to allow me not to be infected, and the most I could do was to exhibit some of that graciousness to him and take care of him. And that's why I'm not angry. Don't cry, baby. It's okay.
No,
I'm
man.
good. Don't be mad. It's okay.
So let me ask you, did you hug his mother at the funeral?
His mother was dead. His mother died when we were only married 21 days. The house burned down in Long Island, remember? Yeah. The house burned down and she died in the fire.
You were only married for 21 days and the mother died?
That's right, ma'am. That's right.
So when did you find out that he had HIV? You said that the mother was in there.
No, not the mother, the sister.
Only the sister was there.
Yeah, the older sister said.
And it was a separate fire where the sister burned?
No, same fire.
Oh, wow.
Same fire. Yes.
It was another sister, though, that knew all along about the AIDS.
Correct. Two sisters. The younger sister didn't know, I believe.
So how did everybody treat you at the funeral?
They treated me fine. They treated me fine every single time. They tried to act like this was absolutely nothing. We never mentioned it again. We never mentioned her saying, I knew and Mommy knew all along. I never even really thought to ask them again.
Did he leave you with a huge life insurance policy, or all that gets...
Not huge, actually, because he had a pre-existing condition. When he got terminated from his BMW job, his BMW dealership job, and he had to get another job. So he had a pre-existing condition, so it was only the amount of his salary.
Look at this goose.
Yeah.
So,
and I gave most of it away.
LaJoyce, you found the day that in the book it says that the first day you met him,
Yes.
He mentioned that he was in the hospital for a bleeding ulcer.
Yes, he did. He was lying to me within 1 hour of us knowing one another. Yeah. And it's interesting I'm here at BLS because this is like where it all kind of started. Because he was a part-time producer for Vaughn Harper's Quiet Storm in Japan.
Oh!
And,
Great.
And I met him at Johnny Allen's School of Broadcasting where I was a speech teacher. I was teaching part-time there. And so then the next day after he met me, he called Bugsy and said, listen, I need you to make a dedication to Lajoyce Hunter. Play Ready or Not. Tell her I'm coming for her, Ready or Not. And Bugsy did it. This is for Lajoyce Hunter. Steve want her to know he's coming for her, ready or not. And he forward announced it and back announced it. And everybody was calling, who's this Steve? And I was like, some dude I met yesterday.
Wow. That's why really I only know you as Hunter.
That's right.
I didn't know you as Brookshire.
Right. Kevin must be my cousin.
We're gonna take exactly. We're gonna take telephone calls. People want to talk to you. I love this story, but I hate this story.
I know. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to Dakari on line number 3. Hey.
Hello.
Hi. Go ahead and speak with Lajoyce.
Okay.
Hi, Dakari.
Hi. My name is Dakari. I'm calling from New York, and I have not read the book, but I'm just curious. Was there ever a blood test before you were married?
There was no blood test.
They don't do that anymore.
You know what? And it's a travesty that they don't.
You're right.
We got married in Chicago, and blood tests weren't necessary, but blood tests were necessary in New York if we would have gotten married here. But we didn't. But you better know to do that now. Now only 14 states require blood state tests.
I didn't know that.
It used to be 28. Now it's only just half of that.
Wow.
And I think that, that violates the Hippocratic Oath to first do no harm.
Yeah.
And that, when a doctor knows and you can't know, and you send a woman out of the room and you send her home to die.
Thank you, Dakari. Line number 5 is
you.
Diane, and Diane is 27, and she was in a similar situation. Diane?
Yes, hello.
How are you? You're on the phone with Lajoyce.
Hi, how are you? I also went through the same thing. This is unbelievable. I'm on the computer, I'm listening to radio at the same time, and I'm hearing you talk, and it's like what I've been through. God only saved me. I was in a relationship with someone, and I don't know what's going on. I'm hearing things, and I went by his apartment one time, and I heard him actually having sex with a guy.
Wow. No, Miss Gary, there you go again. Always blaming it on the gay men, right?
No. This is not I'm not no gay bashing. This is actually I'm 5 minutes from knocking on his door.
Wow.
And I'm like, what?
Okay. All right.
And then I'm trembling. I'm stepping from the door and I'm walking away. And I know what I'm hearing.
Was he HIV positive? Did he have AIDS?
No.
Okay, then this is not the same situation. We have to go, Diane.
Well, to an extent.
No, it's not. Bye. It was never, I'm impatient. It was not proven that your man was gay. I mean, there are some suspicions. She caught her man on the down low. That is not getting married, Diane, with AIDS. Don't waste our time with this foolishness. Line number 7 is Solange, and she's 40. And go ahead, Solange. You're on the phone with Lajoyce.
Hi, Lajoyce. Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
Thank you so much for having Lajoyce. Thank you so much for having Lajoyce on today. She's fabulous.
Her book is called Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love. Thank you, Solange.
And she makes a wonderful potato salad.
Oh, hey, Solange.
We love you, Wendy. We love you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, Solange. Bye. Line number 3 is Juliet Davis, who's speaking. No, line number 1. Juliet Davis is 33, and she's angry for Lajoyce. And me too, and so is Goose. We're angry for you.
Don't be mad.
And we wish you would have been mad.
You know what? No need to be mad.
What kind of herbs did you use to nurse him back from 4
T-cell count
to 700? Yes, hang on for just a second. Go ahead.
Saw palmetto, chlorophyll, spirulina, blue-green algae, chlorophyll, aloe vera.
Were you
mix
giving
in
him
tea.
baths?
Not baths. I what I would do is I would exfoliate all of the dead skin off of his body with the Lucid, put him in a Dead Sea salt bath and let him soak there. Do that every other day because it's a great effort for him to move around. And then that soaked out the toxins from the medications. And he took his medications in addition to doing the holistic regimen. But I made him very high calorie meals, lots of homemade breads and lots of pasta, lots of brown.
Okay, so once he was well enough to go and get another job, or did he go back to the BMW?
He went back to the BMW until he was terminated. Then he did get another job. Yes.
Were you guys making love?
No, we were not.
This?
I was done with it.
Okay.
I don't believe in.
Did you have a boyfriend?
No, I did not. No, I did not.
Did you fall off your relationships with your girlfriends because you were just so busy taking care of the sick? And
you know what? I fell off with my relationships with some of my girlfriends prior to because he sabotaged relationships with my girlfriends. But my girlfriends actually rallied around me. But no, we didn't have any more sex because I don't believe in the whole safe sex condom thing. Do you now believe in a condom when you know somebody has AIDS?
No,
crazy.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
take a poll. Let's see who calls up here.
People will be naive. Oh, well, as long as...
No, you're nuts.
Juliet, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Juliet.
Hi, Juliet. Hi, Wendy. I love you.
Thank you.
Joyce. I just want to say I am so angry. I don't know how you could have been so calm.
I'm God's girl, babe.
And then if you were positive, would you have been that calm? Would you have been so...
I can't even speak from that frame of reference because that's not my experience. And I would have to say probably the flesh side of me, absolutely not.
I think I would have castrated him.
I wouldn't have even bothered. The blood would have squirted on you. Nobody wants that.
And I think the law would have let me off the hook.
I think so.
They
too.
would have, but ew, nothing where blood is squirting. No. I would have pulled his plugs and walked out of the hospital.
Last question for you, Joyce. Do you remember this lady that was on the cover of Essence magazine?
Yes, Ray Lewis Thornton. Her name is Ray Lewis Thornton.
Yes,
she's from Chicago.
I saw her spoke at a black women's meeting at my college a couple of years way back. And she came in the room looking so hot, and every man in the room wanted to talk to her.
Okay, what is this germane to this? Because we're
the keynote speaker.
She's talking about a woman who has AIDS who was on the cover of Essence magazine.
Oh, no, I did not read that article.
Okay, it was many years ago.
Okay.
Her name is Ray Lewis Thornton.
Something like that.
And she
got remarried, but she was, I think she was studying for a PhD.
Yeah,
she was never promiscuous, and her second boyfriend infected her.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
What the point that she's making is that she's HIV, that she has AIDS, and that she walked into a room looking very good, and every man turned to look at her until she told her story.
Right.
Yes. And so you can't look at someone.
You can't look at the face of
someone
AIDS.
feels sick. No, it looks sick. It doesn't work like that any longer. Don't let anybody touch you until you test them.
Do you get regular tests, you and your husband, now?
No, we haven't gotten tested. And we were married 9 years the other day, and was our 9th year anniversary.
Yes.
We got tested the first year. We reunited with one another, and we chose not to have sex until we were married.
So now when you go to your GYN, for instance, do you tell her, look, just, when you're drawing the blood for my cholesterol, just, test me?
No, I don't. No, because I got tested.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked at that.
I got tested every.
I'm not talking about
I got tested.
The dead man. I'm talking about just life in general. And
I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah. No.
All right, Gus. All right, Lajoyce.
Gus is the man.
Okay. Yeah. You deserve that.
Yes.
You are an angel.
I had my turn already. You know what I'm saying?
An angel.
And my discernment is different. And, Faith Under Fire is a rock to
How many
throw at
children
this
do you guys
problem.
have?
I have one. We have one child, Brooke Angel.
Oh, and she's an angel. How old is she?
She just made 4.
Oh, she's got the book. She got the picture. Oh, and she's an angel. She's gorgeous.
She had a princess birthday party with 28 princesses in full drag.
And this writing has paid you well. So you've got all the money that makes you happy because you understand life now.
I do.
Financially, you're doing well.
I do. I'm blessed.
Writing is now your career.
Writing is my career, and I'm a naturopathic doctor.
Oh. Oh, what the hell, LaJoyce?
Yeah.
We don't have any more time on the break.
I know. I'll tell
what
you
the hell
how to
is
stay
that?
healthy. I'm a nutritional doctor. I tell you how to stay well. And in the back of the book, there is a section on how to stay well.
Well, where's the website? Say something.
LaJoyceBrookshire.com. LaJoyce, Brookshire, BROOKSHIRE.com. And join me tonight. I'll be at Perks for a book signing event. Come, Wendy.
They never sent our food up here.
And you know what? It was supposed to be here at 3:30. Mr. Perks sent each of you a meal.
He fronted.
And, no, he did it. He did. He asked me for directions.
You know, I got a shout out to Toya Beasley. Toya,
Yay, Toya!
No, hello. She's second in line. You are no longer the main angel, Toya. All these years, almost 20 years, you've been the main angel. She's sitting before us right now.
Oh, thank you.
Toya's second.
Well, we all love Toya.
Yes, we do, but you.
Thank you, darling.
I'm just trying to think, who do I know that's so, you're like an angel.
Thank you, honey.
You're a better woman than I could ever be.
Will you come tonight to Perks with us?
No.
Okay. She don't want to come out.
I'm going
everybody
home
else
to
come.
work and I'm going to wring
I know,
my
right?
hands. I got to think about your story. No, I can't come tonight.
Everybody come to Perks, though, and meet me tonight. And you can come get your book and come get a book signed, and I'll be there to meet and greet, and we'll have some fun.
That's over in Brooklyn.
In Harlem.
In
123rd in Manhattan Avenue.
Oh, okay.
In Harlem. Yeah.
Jeez. Well, that is our book read, one of the two for the month of April. It's by best-selling author Lajoyce Brookshire. It's called Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love. Wow.
Wendy, man. George Bush doesn't care about black people. And George Bush doesn't care about Wendy Williams. The Wendy.
Wendy's got the heat. Wendy's got the heat. The heat.
I got to keep it real. The most anticipated. I got to keep it real. Down by NY.
Wendy's got the heat.
It's the longest waited, the most anticipated. NYC.
Wendy Williams.
Up on it. Better believe that.
Get your mind right. Wendy Williams, WBLS.
MAC cosmetic counters everywhere. I know that there are a lot of choices in this here makeup game, but when I tell you that with all them tears I was shedding as LaJoyce was talking, I never dabbed my face once. I just let them fall, because what I've learned from MAC is that, look, Taryn, I have on no waterproof eye makeup, nothing. And I did not wipe my face. I just let the tears dry naturally. You don't see tear stains going down my face. Nothing. You see no eyeliner messed up. Nothing. And nothing is waterproof on my entire face. My mascara is L'Oreal from the drugstore. Yeah. I want to crack LaJoyce's skull. At the same time, I want to hug her. At the same time, I want to crack her skull. And you know what she told me behind the scenes? Because I walked with her out of here. I was so entranced, tears and everything, still walking. I said, did you ever want to kill him? She said, yes, twice. She said, if I'd gone one day and not given him a pill in his cocktail of pills, I thought about it, she said. And I said, what was the other time? She said, I had to go and sign off on a blood transfusion for him. And when I got in the hospital and they opened up his records for where I was supposed to sign, I saw all of the past records that he, verifying that he knew all along, been back and forth at the same hospital. She said, and I thought about not signing for the transfusion. P in Long Island says, Wendy, why when you say mother has lived, you sound like a drag queen, Peppa LaBeija from Paris is Burning. How you doing? Because that's exactly who I'm trying to sound like. I'm so glad that you got it, P. I do it from the same effect when she says, I always wanted to be Lena Horne. You know, she's putting on a mascara, beating her face. Exactly. You're right on target, P. Wendy, that was definitely a man with a good nip tuck. P.S. I don't believe a word that she's saying. Remember, a million little pieces. That's from Trisha. Trisha, shut up. Shut up. Byron Harmon is in the hall. Come on in, Byron. Byron Harmon, everybody, happens to be the executive producer of the CBS morning show here in New York, but he's also an author. And you can, just ahead of time, I'll give you his web address. It's ByronHarmon.com. Byron's book was our other book read for the month of April, and his book is called Mistakes Men Make. Byron, welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me, Wendy.
And we're not taking phone calls right now regarding Lajoyce, People Poll, or nothing like that. No gossip. We're talking with our authors. So your novel is about a big sports player who he's a former NFL player, lands a big job as a sports reporter here in New York City. And he's seduced by all of the things that a great income and a cushy job can get you.
Absolutely. The nightlife, the strip clubs, drugs, alcohol. His life just spirals out of control immediately.
Here, move your chair up and speak into the microphone. Tell us a bit about your book. Seduce us into this book.
Well, as you said, it's about this sports anchor. He gets his dream job here in the Big Apple. And once he gets here, he makes a big splash. He's on the scene. He's doing really well. But he succumbs and gets caught up in the lifestyle. He's going to strip clubs. He's dealing with prostitutes. He's experimenting with drugs and alcohol. His life spirals out of control.
Wow.
His father's diagnosed with cancer. He loses his job. He falls so low that the only way they can get up is to reach out to God. He meets a charismatic preacher who puts him on the road to spiritual rejuvenation.
Yes. Now, how bad does it get when we talk about the women?
Very bad. This guy has pretty much no redeemable qualities whatsoever. He's hanging out in sex clubs. He's basically trying to lay every woman that he comes in contact with.
Does your novel reflect the real life of any particular person? Because you're in TV, so you've met a lot of people.
Absolutely. It's all based on real events that I've seen in my journey to New York.
Yes.
Based on real characters.
Yes. Any of it you?
No, but a lot of the characteristics of some of the characters in my book are taken from my own.
The name of the book is Mistakes Men Make. What mistakes have you made in your life?
I made a ton of them, I guess. Probably not being honest has been one of the main ones, and I think that's a common mistake that a lot of men make.
Yeah. A true player never loses his game. Do you believe that?
I don't know. Maybe when I was younger, but I'm a little bit past that, stage now.
Yeah. If you want to talk to Byron, his name is Byron Harmon. His book is Mistakes Men Make. And this is the original copy that you gave me. I have not gotten to read it, but I definitely have this on my summer reading. Can we talk a little bit about towards the end of the book? Does his father die?
His father dies, and that is sort of the catalyst for him to just really look at himself in the mirror and change his life. I mean, he sees that he can't take anything for granted. He was really close with his father, which this is actually my life. My father actually was diagnosed with cancer, and I was really close to him.
Yes.
And his death sort of spearheaded me getting closer to God.
Yeah, yeah. Now, this character, is he messing around with some of the women that he works with, some of his colleagues?
Oh, absolutely. Anybody they can get his hands on. But he falls in love with his co-anchor. She, however, is a Christian, so he goes undercover to church acting like he's really interested in, religion or whatever to try to get her. But she sees through his game, and then he winds up stuck. But he meets this preacher I mentioned earlier, and the message that this preacher espouses to him totally transforms him, because it's sort of like the preacher is a former music industry star. It's sort of similar to like a Mace kind of thing. And this is the kind of guy that's speaking his language, because he can't go to a regular reverend and get the words. So.
Right. Interesting. Now, in terms of the drugs, was he doing drugs before getting into New York?
Like smoking a little weed every now and then.
Yes.
But he goes to this sex club, which, if people know about back in the day, was called the Goat in the Bronx. It was an actual club. And it was just buck wild in there. People doing drugs, people having sex, stuff like that. So he gets introduced to that lifestyle, and he just succumbs.
Wow. A full-blown addict. So now, is he doing sports high?
Yes, and he actually slips up and curses on air, which is from a true story from one of the experiences that I've witnessed, and he gets fired.
Wow.
And, when you're on air in New York, it's very public. It was in the New York Post the next day. It's all over the TV, and so he's just really embarrassed, and he has to retreat. He actually is run out of town. He goes to Atlanta, where his parents live, to sort of get away from the scrutiny and all the bad press, and just sort of try to get his life together to come back.
At any given time, does he dabble in homosexuality?
Absolutely not.
Wow. So this is a very good read also. Zane says, the author Zane, that you're witty and your writing style is engaging. It's Byron Harmon in the studio. Let's talk a bit about what is going on with the CBS morning show here in New York. I'm sorry, everybody from outside, but now that I got you here,
all kinds of crazy stuff. We just reshuffled our entire lineup. A lot of contracts were up. A lot of people wanted to move.
The weatherman is gone.
Dave Price, he wanted to just focus on working at the network, so his contract was up. He decided to just stick with CBS Network as opposed to working with the local station, which he did our show before he went over to the network.
Yeah. And so now, who's your lineup there?
Maurice Dubois.
Okay.
He used to be on Channel 4.
Yes.
We have a new anchor. Her name is Kate Sullivan. She came from Arkansas. She's doing fantastic. Archie Puente has taken over the reins of weather from Dave Price. And Deuces Rogers, who was our weekend sports anchor, he's now a sports anchor during the week.
Okay.
We've had some fantastic shows, gotten some really good write-ups in the TV sections of the newspaper.
Sean Gable's not there anymore?
No, Sean's not there anymore. Sean, who I was very close to, that's my girl. She was kind of tired of the grind, so she has her eye on a national show. So
she's got a baby with the lead singer from Color Me Bad.
Sean has an incredible story too.
Yeah, she does.
Used to write a book. She weighed like 250 at one point.
What?
If you want to see her story, you can look on our website, WCBSTV.com. We did like a.
How'd she lose all that weight?
She said she just she ran every day and she just did the low carb thing. But she was on welfare.
Sean before. What?
Soul trained dancer. I mean, she has a
soul trained dancer.
This is her public story. I know she wouldn't mind me saying it though, but she has an incredible story. It was fantastic working with her. We'll see her on the air around here soon.
Wow. Is she going to be forthright with her story? Because we love that.
Oh yes, she will lay it all on the table.
Wow. Jeez, how many black men are executive producers in
there are
the
none
city?
in New York, and I would probably say that there are a handful around the country.
And how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it for about 6 years. I've been in the business for 10 years.
Yes. And so at what point is this your first book?
It's my second book.
This is your second book. What was your first book?
It's called All the Women I've Loved. And it's about this guy who goes into therapy to understand his reluctance to get married.
Yeah. Wow.
And I self-published that book and hit the streets with my cousin Doug Bennett. We used to slang books out of the trunk of the car in barbershops or whatever, and that eventually led to a deal with Simon & Schuster.
And very nice. And we're Simon & Schuster. That's now what you're with for this book right here, Mistakes Men Make. Well, are there any phone calls in there for Byron? People are still calling about Lajoyce. Lajoyce was just in here. Just
story.
Oh my God! My God!
Tragic.
Tragic. Unbelievable. Are you married?
No, but I've been in a
Still
relationship.
Playing.
No, absolutely not. I've been in a relationship for 4 years with the same woman.
Oh, very nice. Are you going to be getting married?
Maybe.
Oh.
She's out of town right now, so I don't know.
You can talk. You can talk.
Yeah, we're going to get married as soon as she gets back from out of town.
Are you?
No, just fine.
Oh, okay. So Byron Harmon wrote this book. He's here with us right now. This is the book read of the month. It's called Mistakes Men Make. How difficult is it to juggle? When did this book come out, first of all?
In August of last year.
So you've been juggling writing as well as producing.
Mm-hmm. It's quite a chore. I have a new book that's coming out in July. It's called Crabs in a Barrel. But what I do is my present job is extremely stressful, high pressure, whatever, but I make time every day to write at least an hour. Sometimes it's a paragraph, sometimes it's a chapter, sometimes it's just a thought, but I just try to stay disciplined.
Your main character, Eric, in this book, does Eric turn his life over to God in such a way where he's fire and brimstone. He carries himself in a fire and brimstone kind of way.
Not at all. I mean, I think it's the book isn't preachy, and it's written, I don't know, in a very humorous style that I'm not beating you over the head with it, and he's definitely not the fire and brimstone kind.
Yeah. But he's good looking. Just by the book cover, I could tell. We only see his back, but when he turns around, there's somebody devastating on the other side. I could tell. Line number 2. Kate wants to ask you about Roz Abrams. Put your headphones on, though. Go ahead. Hey, Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Hi, Kate. How are you? I'm sorry. Hey, Wendy. I'm getting nervous. I just wanted to ask Byron about Roz Abrams. Is she still with the station?
Yes, she anchors the noon and 5 p.m. show.
Well, I do love her. I love her personality, and I think she's really smart. But it's like her hair. What is going on with her hair? Is it like a hair weave or what?
Honestly,
I mean, it's not
can't
flattering.
I don't know.
That's all I want to say.
Pass it on to our hairstylist.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know that probably sounds rude, but I love her. She has great energy, but her hair is just really not good. But anyway, I love Sean Gables. I'm so angry you guys got rid of her. She's not just beautiful, but she's really smart, and I just thought she was a really great role model for women in general.
I agree with you, too. Unfortunately, that decision was made at a pay grade much higher than mine.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, well, anyway, I wish you all the best with your book.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I hope you're right that Sean turns up somewhere because I think she's fabulous.
Oh, she will.
Thanks, Kate.
Oh, bye-bye, Wendy.
Bye-bye. Wait, I want to talk to David really quick on line number 3. He's 36. He's got a question for you regarding your book. Go ahead, David. Hi, it's Wendy. And Byron's here also. Oh. All right. Well, with 30 seconds left on the break, then I will just say Byron Harmon is the author of this book, his second book. It's called Mistakes Men Make. You got the gist of what the book is about. Goodness only knows, with that kind of status and the money that a sports anchor is making, that he probably takes us through some real hills and valleys in this book.
Absolutely, and you get to see behind the scenes what really goes on behind the scenes at TV stations.
All right, it's Byron Harmon, everybody. Mistakes Men Make. Keep it where you got it. We ride out next.
It's Wendy, man.
I drove yesterday to get your book. That book is fire! Yes, honey, you did it again, honey. You did it again.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Backed by popular demand. And this time, it's bigger and better than ever.
Pick your pleasure.
It's the luxury of your choice. Having the ability to choose what you desire most.
Pick your pleasure.
Louis Vuitton, Gucci, diamonds, and furs. Exotic trips, cash. A night out on the town with one of your favorite stars. Listen for the winning time starting at 7:15 a.m., 12:15 in the afternoon, and 6:15 evenings.
Pick your pleasure.
With 107.5 WBLS.
Am I the only one still numb about Lajoyce Brookshire story?
Everyone is.
I mean, I just, and Byron's story, I haven't started reading his book yet. This is part of my summer read, too, because this sounds real exciting. But Lajoyce's story is just kind of blowing me away. I'm no good for the rest of the day. Like, I'm just kind of like sitting here. Like, she just took the day and made it take a sharp turn left. Damn.
Hey.
Well, shut up, China. Shut up. This hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by Lowe's. In life, you have highs and lows. Read Lajoyce's book. Everything relates back to the book. The New York City Department of Health is encouraging you to quit smoking by calling 311. They also encourage you to get your AIDS test. Here comes Thea Vidal, and Thea's got a website that sells sex toys and does wife swapping and boyfriend and girlfriend swapping. Of course, this is all after you get an AIDS test, you freaks. Lajoyce Brookshire, it's called Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love. Hey, hey Thea.
Hi, Wendy.
It's good to see you.
Wendy, you need to stop now. Come on now, sis. You know there's some freaks out here. Now, I'm not saying it's a website, and I want them to have a good time.
Well, no.
I want you to get but you can wear a condom and have a good time.
Wait, raise your mic up. Now, look. Now listen.
That looked familiar, didn't it?
Thea is in town at Caroline's Comedy Club. Let me just say, she's going to be there tomorrow for one show and one show only, and it's after the Devil Hour.
Yes.
It's 12:30 a.m.
Right.
Oh,
I like
you're
that.
too short to get in that.
I'm
this
too
one.
short.
Oh, I'm sorry.
5'3".
Yeah, you are a short woman.
Oh, everybody has shortcomings. Wendy, give me a break.
So 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because
wishing hour.
Yes, because you curse and carry on.
And you know what I do, and you know what, sometimes cursing and carrying on is all there is in life.
Yeah,
because life is frustrating. Gas almost $5 a gallon.
Yeah, right.
I gotta cuss somebody.
And Thea, everybody, you remember her from being on the show, the catalyst of Brandy's career.
Right.
We've talked about that ad nauseum in the times that you've been here before. So I just want to switch gears and get to what you're doing today. She's got a website called wetandwildgirls.com, and on this website you can tell me about this partner swapping thing.
Okay, there are some people who enjoy. Now, I'm not saying I do it. I'm saying that I will facilitate that.
Okay.
There are cruises
like a pimp.
in Jamaica. I wouldn't say that. There are cruises in Jamaica. You can win a date with one of the Wet and Wild girls. And I'm telling you right now, if you got a website and a credit card, baby, I'm selling toys for like, what, 15% off? That's a deal. You could buy all kinds of tapes and gizmos and doohickeys and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? And you can win a date with one of them Wet and Wild girls or a Wet and Wild stud for you ladies out there. And believe me, baby, they fine. I'm fine. And you know I'm working with the WWE too.
Yeah, I heard something about you. You're going to be on USA.
Yeah, I'm on USA.
Monday.
Yeah, I had to have surgery in March, so I was off for all of March.
Right.
Because I play Shelton Benjamin's mama.
Oh,
yeah.
So, yeah, this is all acting and
but the hits is real though. The hits is real. And
so
fine too, girl.
And so, what's your role? So you jump up like a mother does.
So far I didn't hit somebody in the head with a brick. I didn't stab somebody with my hairpin. And I have like these hairpins I put in my hair.
They're long.
And I stabbed him. And then my son made it able for him to hit somebody in the head with my oxygen tank because I'm busy.
Damn.
And this is the perfect job for me because where else can I beat up on people and not do no time?
Exactly.
Ain't that good?
So the SmackDown comes on.
I'm on Raw.
On Raw.
Raw is live.
Raw. Oh.
Raw is live.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Raw is not filmed. SmackDown is filmed in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And it's filmed and you see it on Friday. But see, Raw is just what it is. Raw. You see whatever you see, that's happening right at that very moment.
You ever been involved with a threesome?
Yes.
I mean, how long ago? You know,
it was years ago.
Did you revisit it? Is that one time or a few times?
No, it's been a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm a grown woman. I've done some things.
Let's talk about it. So,
because I hosted the AVN Awards last year.
Yeah,
so.
the
adult
video
news.
But okay, back to the threesome because women ask all the time about threesomes here. Well, not all the time, but a lot here on the show. Was it your boyfriend and then you told him, I want somebody else? Like, who were the two men?
No, it wasn't two men. Oh,
it was two women.
No, it was I got a phone call and my girlfriend and her boyfriend said, come over, we're partying. And I said, okay, cool. So I went over there and they asked me.
How did they ask you?
They asked me, would I go to bed with them? And I said, okay.
And this was after some party libations.
You know,
a few drinks. Yeah, smoking,
acting silly. That's it. And then we did. But I didn't do it with him.
Wow. You just did it with her?
Yeah, it wasn't him.
So, are you bisexual? Like, women your only thing now, or are you?
At this time in my life, I am not anything. I'm not having sex with either one.
Wow. Well,
but I have done both. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah. No. Let's talk about it.
I was in love with a man for the first time about 3 years ago.
Wow.
For the first time in 3 years. I've been in love since my husband. And
how long were you married?
10 years. I adored him.
Yes.
I adored him.
You got divorced because
he was liked to hit. He liked to hit. And,
you?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
But that's all right, honey. I gave as good as I got.
Oh, okay.
I gave because, I knew. You know what made me leave him? Because he said he was always going to beat me. And he wasn't going to let me do comedy. He wasn't going to have it. And I'm going to be honest with you, and there's some people going to say, well, how can she say that? How can you talk about God at a time like all the stuff you done? Because just let me remind some of you people before you start judging, God did some of his best work with the underbelly of society. And the Bible says, I came to save the unsaved. And Jesus would have been hanging out with crack addicts, and he wouldn't have been hanging with Donald Trump and them. So get your mind right. Anyway, he was very, very brutal. And I had a dream that I was dead on the kitchen floor.
Yeah.
And I didn't want my children to see me like that.
Yeah.
And so I left.
So do you think that facilitated you to maintain?
For a long time, I'll be honest with you, I never loved another man.
Okay.
I didn't want another man. And I did
dabble with women.
I for many years, lesbian.
Yes.
Lesbian. And then I met this guy, and I just kind of fell in love with him.
Yeah.
And
then you married him.
No, I didn't.
Wait, no, hold on. You met a guy after your divorce.
And he knew I was gay. He knew bona fide.
Okay, so at that point you were bona fide gay.
Right.
Were you gay before you married your husband, and you just wanted the American dream?
No, I think you know what, and being all honest,
yeah.
I think that you will look for love wherever it is.
Okay.
And if you are hungry for someone loving, women especially, if you're hungry for love, and someone offers you a crumb of it,
yes,
you will go there. And so I don't have that compulsion now.
Yes,
because I'm older.
Yes,
and I'm a lot wiser. And another thing is that my God kind of works with me a lot with stuff. So you want something different, and that's what I tried to do, is be with this guy. And I did love him. I loved him dearly. And he betrayed me, and I haven't been with anybody. So let me just say this, for anybody out there who thinks that being with women will make it all different,
right.
It's not going to make it all different, because women will betray you too.
Yeah.
Women will do you too.
So when did you break up with this guy? How long has it been since you were with him?
It's been...
Whose phone is that? That's your phone. You know that's your phone with the 70s music playing.
My daughter put that on my phone. My bad. Quit it. Okay, there you go. Anyway, so that was funny though. Anyway, I mean, it's been a few years.
So how long has it been? When's the last time you had sex?
Almost 3 years.
Wow. So you're your own best client here on wetandwild.com with the sex toys.
No. I just try to keep busy since the surgery. I had a surgery.
No, what kind of surgery did you have?
I had a hernia.
Did you?
I had 6 hernias inside of me.
Oh,
so
what?
Yeah, child, girl, please. I was sick. I was sicker than I knew I was. And
wow.
So now, I'm trying to eat healthier and get myself together. And
the doctor lectured you on losing weight?
Yes, of course. The ever popular, you need to lose weight because you're getting older and da-da-da-da. But, I've just been going through a lot of stuff.
Would you ever get gastric?
No. I mean, Star Jones looked good and everything, but still,
DJ AM, Nicole Richie's boyfriend, he got gastric bypass back in 2003.
Really?
He lost 154 pounds, and on April 20th of this month, he went in and got the extra skin removed.
Big Boy in the Morning did that same thing.
Yeah.
He was big boy. He was big.
Yeah.
He was big.
In California.
I'm scared. You know what? The hernia thing did it for me. And I'm just, let me try it this way first. But if there's any doctors that would like to donate their services to me, please call me and let me know.
Can they email you at Wet and Wild?
Top Notch Mama at AOL.
Top Notch Mama at AOL.
MOMMA, that's Mama.
Okay.
Anyway, no, but I'm serious though. You should, because my show is wild, and I am tired. I'm talking about everything. I'm tired of white children missing and coming up and stuff.
Okay.
What in God's name?
Well, it's Thea Vidal. Thea Vidal, everybody. You can go to her website, wetandwild.com. But most importantly, check her out Saturday, 12:30 a.m., Caroline's Comedy Club. For reservations, call 212-757-4100.
And let me tell you something. Just so that you can observe a Wet and Wild Girls, you can type in my name, THEA, and you can can get a good look. Now, Wendy, you should get a good look, too, because you should have been to the AVN Awards last year. It was smoking.
Thank you, Thea. We're going to continue with the show, everybody. Don't forget the bonus hour and your chance to win in our Pick Your Pleasure contest coming up.
Wendy Williams! Microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wendy Williams, experience.
Well, after so much company today, it is just us, my friends, here on the Wendy Williams Experience. And it is my pleasure to be here with you all. Truly it is. You know, every day the show, can take different twists and turns and whatnot. You want to hear some gossip just to kind of lift you up and bring you down at the same time? Let's gossip. Okay, so the phone lines are not open. Just let me drive this car for a moment. Oh, by the way, Mother's Day weekend, Joan and Melissa Rivers are going to give us a Motherhood Hollywood style special on the TV Guide channel on Sunday, May 7th. That is actually not Mother's Day weekend. When is Mother's Day? Monday's the following weekend. Yeah, it's like the weekend of the 12th, 13th, 14th. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be the 7th of May at 8 p.m. I still can't find the TV Guide channel, so that never means anything to me. Debbie Harry posted a catchy tribute to Little Kim, Debbie Harry, formerly of Blondie, on her MySpace blog. She's a huge fan of Kim, and she wrote a new song honoring Kim called Dirty and Deep. Oh, by the way, when Snoop and his crew were serving out beatdowns at London's Heathrow Airport earlier this week, yeah, you've heard the story already. Snoop had a first class ticket, and maybe one or two other people with him had first class tickets. The other 30 goons that were with him, they were all security and hangers on, and they were sitting in the back of the plane. But Snoop had entree to the first class lounge, and he and his squad got upset and belligerent because the people wouldn't let the rest of the squad in. So Snoop and them, they were beating up cops. They were breaking bottles in the duty-free shop, just breaking and smashing on the floor, just acting out of order. Snoop, you are dead wrong for this. Dead wrong for not having more control over your squad. Dead wrong. If you had 3 first-class tickets, then you shouldn't have been trying to bring any more than 8 people in there with you. I mean, come on. Nobody wants them dusty people up in there. Because as you get to the bottom feeders, a little dusty, a little dirty, a little no class, no cool. You know what I'm saying? And then Snoop, you got sucked right into the melee. That's a damn shame, Snoop. So now he was arrested, Snoop was, but released from the police station after escaping charges for the brawl. Let's get to Whitney and Bobby. So Bobby's sister is still selling stories to the tabloids. This one sounds more believable than the last one. And this one sounds to me just as believable as the first two. Okay, so it says that Whitney Houston's marriage to Bobby Brown is sad and loveless. It's a sham. And he even wanted to jilt her on their wedding day. Adultery, drug addiction, and downward spiral of self-destruction have scarred their 14-year union. This is the sister with the story. In an exclusive series of interviews, Bobby's sister Tina has told the Inquirer of 42-year-old Whitney's crack habit and insatiable sexual appetite. Now she wants to set the record straight about Bobby, who she says has been wrongly accused of bringing Whitney down. Tina says her brother wept over his wife's addiction and infidelity and feels she's putting his career at risk. Wow, this is a twist. Tina declares, he thinks that she's sick. I don't know if that's his excuse for holding on. I can't take him crying all the time. He's feeling sorry for her. He's been talking about divorce for years. He's been saying, I'm just tired. I want to get back to work, but it's like I'm a babysitter for her. He's so worried about making sure that she's all right, but he doesn't want to leave Bobby Chris. Whitney's so unstable, and he's trying to get stable. Bobby even had misgivings about Whitney when they wed in their lavish affair on July 18th, 1992. It was my first day meeting Whitney. I walked into the room where Bobby was, and he was by himself praying. And I said, "Hey, boy." And he had tears in his eyes. And he told me, I don't know if I should do this. Tina told her brother to end it before it got started. She had been unhappy that Whitney had not stood up for Bobby when his wild partying and all that stuff had hit the press. Bobby told Tina, "No, I have to go through with it." To this day, Tina thinks that the marriage was a mistake. Whitney was man-controlled, her and her whole crew. Wow, man-controlling. That would be the how you doing side of Whitney. As soon as she got married, she became like a torpedo. My family couldn't even get close to Bobby. It was like he was brainwashed. In the past 18 months, Bobby has managed to revive his faltering career, being Bobby Brown, Bobby is a baby at heart, Tina says. People see him as this hard bad boy. Yeah, well, you're his sister. You're supposed to say stuff like that. I mean, I believe everything she's saying, but it's past being corny now, Tina, that you're doing these things through what I feel fed material and encouragement, and you're splitting this money with somebody, and I'm not going to say who, but Bobby, you know you'll be going to hell for this one. If Bobby, I know you are not feeding your sister and putting the thumbs up for your sister to sell stories about your wife splitting the money and getting high. Bobby, I know you're not approving this. Wow. Yet you have not spoken out to any of the tabloids to tell your sister. Tell us all. Tell us something, Bobby. Tell us you haven't spoken to your sister in 5 years, that your sister has never been about nothing, and she will never. Tell us something. The only way I will believe that Tina is not being coaxed by Bobby in this is if Bobby speaks out now about Tina and that she's and her crackish ways or whatever. You know, say something. This is 5 straight weeks of stories coming from Tina Brown. 5 straight weeks. You can't shut your sister down? Then you must be in business with her. Get well, Whitney. You got some work to do on everybody around you. It's a damn shame. Rosie O'Donnell, I like her as a choice for The View. Why not? I enjoy Rosie O'Donnell, and I especially like that now that she's fully out of the closet and she's got her partner, Kelly, and they've got the kids, and she and Star Jones are going to go at it because, you know, Rosie don't like no glamour girls. She's not that type. Star and Rosie are going to go at it. Joy, you'll be lucky if you get a word in edgewise in that fight. Rosie's coming to town. Big Rosie. And that little white girl, the young girl, can somebody please do something about her? Can somebody please get rid of her? Can we get a new young version on the show? Can we get somebody new? Ugh. Anyway, hang in there, Star. Keep us watching. Ashley Simpson got a nose job. You'll notice the more pictures you see of her, the more you'll say, oh, yes, she did. She got this nose job sometime in this calendar year. And there's some great pictures of her side profile, the befores and the afters. Yeah, she definitely got a nose job. It looks good, though, Ashley. Look, this looks good. Yeah, you needed that. All right, you all, I have to go. I've it's been very fun here with you guys today. Lajoyce Brookshire, author of Faith Under Fire, Betrayed by a Thing Called Love, in bookstores now. And Byron Harmon, Mistakes Men Make, in bookstores now. As we round out April's reads in the Wendy Williams Experience Book Club. Next Friday, the first Friday of the month, I will announce to you your next read. Another great book. I think you will love it. And Thea, thank you so much for coming in as well. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. I love you for listening. Bye-bye.
Peace party, people. See you later. I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
People.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey.
Wake up. Stop crying. Everybody's sitting in. If you heard Lajoyce Brookshire, I'm telling you, I'm sure you're still thinking about it. Let me take your mind off that for just a moment. Let's gossip. Let's gossip about the stars, talk with one another. We have no guests on the bonus hour. Charlemagne has taken a plane back to South Carolina. He's got a party to host tonight, and he's got his air shift to pull tomorrow on the radio station, and he's got a party to host tomorrow night. So it's just us. The bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is coming up next on 107. Hi, everybody. It's me, Wendy Williams. Let's be honest with each other. Are you unhappy with your appearance? Are you looking for maybe a little nip or a little tuck? Because I want to tell you about a guy that I know that's done work on me. His name is Dr. Michael Jones. He did my earlobes. He can do you, too. Do you want to feel younger? Do you want to look younger? How would you like to put an end for once and for all to those annoying facial and body hairs, those tired bags under your eyes, or those persistent love handles? Well, it's all possible. Dr. Jones can do it. Botox, collagen injections, face and brow lifts, eyelids, your nose, breast augmentation, liposuction, tummy tucks. Those are just a few of the services available at Dr. Michael Jones. So now, are you ready for your extreme makeover or just a little something? Call Dr. Michael Jones for a confidential consultation at 212-223-0716. Financing and payment plans are available at Dr. Michael Jones, 212-223-0716, or visit his website at michaeljonesmd.com.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number one.
Earlier today, she talked to radio host Wendy Williams.
Dateline's Hoda Kotb talks with New York radio DJ Wendy Williams.
Earlier this year on Wendy Williams' New York radio show.
Wendy Williams is a national syndicated radio personality. Jimmy's guest tonight, Wendy Williams.
Why is Wendy Williams fast becoming the queen of all media?
She's made her mark making celebrities extremely uncomfortable on her popular New York radio show. She's got a TV show on VH1. Please welcome troublemaker Wendy Williams.
Oh, my Lord. Am I ready for this day? That was the most erratic, weird interview I'd ever heard.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you, I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby. Hey, yo, check this out. Wendy, man. Here it is. It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
Hey, darling. Welcome to the bonus hour. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, you know what, everybody, and thank you for getting back at me. You're absolutely right regarding The Sopranos, and you know I haven't missed an episode this season yet. Sopranos on Sunday. But yeah, the rapper getting shot in front of Shot 97 was a direct emulation of, you know, the whole Tretch character on The Sopranos, paying somebody to shoot him in the butt for publicity. So, you know, corny gravy. Very corny. I'll take some phone calls. 866-GET-WENDY. 866-GET-WENDY. And so give me a call. Let me know what's going on with you. In the meantime, Marie is on line number 7, and she is 25. So I see you have an interview for a reporter position.
Yes, I do. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. I usually do things on television, but I just got, and I know this is kind of an odd question to ask you because I know everyone usually calls in with like baby daddy drama, but I'm 25, I'm doing my own thing. I graduated college, you know, I went on the right road in life, but I'm going for a job interview as a reporter for radio, and I wanted to call you because I wanted to know what's something that I could say to the program director that could kind of land me the job.
How you doing?
Oh, God.
I have no children and I am not in love.
Oh, well, I don't have any children. I'm not in love, so that's a good thing.
Perfect, and make sure that he knows that because at 25, what they want you to do is pick up the slack from you know women who get called away from work because of baby issues or come in with bags under their eyes because of fighting with boyfriends.
Okay.
They want to know that you are going to be basically a workhorse.
Okay.
And as sexist as it sounds, I'm going to tell you the real. The bosses, not just in this industry, but in general, they love it when a woman is unattached and she has no kids.
Okay. Because I'm not attached and I don't have any kids, so that should be good. But do you think it's a good career move to go to radio? I don't want to stay there, but like probably like 6 months, 7 months.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Now, why are you going to poach off my business? And no, don't make a mockery of my business. You're right now. Ann Tripp is rolling over in her car. No, Marie. Why 6 or 7 months? Then what are you going to do?
Because my love is really on-air television and on-air reporting.
Okay, so don't use my median to get to that.
Well, I think it'll look good on the resume.
No, it'll look real inconsistent for you to be at a job for 6 months.
Oh. Well, I could do that and then freelance and do other like on-air freelance jobs,
No,
right?
believe it or not, you can be on the radio and still do some reporting for TV. You have no kids and you're not in love.
Okay.
You do your reporting in the morning or when they need you at the radio station. And then you run over. Look what Lisa Evers does over at Fox. She's still on the radio and she does Fox. I mean, when I was
I used to work with her at Fox 5.
When I was in Philly, LaRonda Upshur would do the news on Power 99 and a little bit of camera work there on TV. You can do both because radio is going to only have you but living in a corner of an apartment and eating out of canned cat food. There's not much money in I got to tell you something. There's not a whole hell of a lot of money in radio news reporting. Starting in Ann is seeing to that.
Yeah.
Ann has luxuriated in radio reporting for years.
Yeah, see, I don't want to luxuriate in it. I don't want to.
Yeah, you want to go off the TV.
Yeah, well, I've been on TV before, but I got laid off, and so now I'm trying to, do something just to stay afloat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but do you think I can just because I never worked in radio before?
What radio station are you going for?
Should I say it?
Yeah.
I should?
Yeah, let's talk.
WBLI on Long Island. It's a white radio station too, and I'm just like, ugh.
Are you a white girl?
I'm sorry, what?
Are you a white girl?
No.
Well, I mean, how come you said it's a white station?
Because I'm a black girl.
Yeah, but that doesn't really matter. Like, if you love the game, this is what I always tell people who want to go into radio in general. If you love the game, then you'll love it whether you're doing country music, rock music, or whatever. It's about the love of the game.
No, I don't mind that. I'm just saying I want them to hire me,
Yeah.
I don't want them to be like, Well, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, just go in there, present yourself professionally, and then after you get off the radio there, you drive into Manhattan and you hustle up a gig here. Hustle. These are your hustle years.
Okay.
You're 25, Marie.
Yeah, I know.
So you're young. You should be working 23 hours a day.
Exactly.
You sleep for 1 hour and you wake up and you work all over again.
That's what I'm hoping to do. That I'm just, I'm trying to do as much like freelance things as I can. So.
Yeah. In between, try to make some time for the boys, though, because you don't want to end up by yourself.
And that's the thing that gets to me is because I'm like, I feel like I should be married by now and have kids. And
not in this country. In a foreign country, it's a different story. Here, you don't even, you barely have a career going on.
I know. But I want a boyfriend. I want to be married and,
Yeah.
I want those things.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I don't want a guy who's been in jail. I don't want a guy who has children. I don't want any of those things.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find it.
It's hard.
And all the other guys, they want, blondes and ready to get on their knees and do it. And I'm not about that.
Well,
I won't tolerate it.
Grind out in your career and, hopefully you'll meet somebody nice on the side.
Yeah, God willing. I want to ask you another question.
Okay, then I have to go.
Okay. How can I win tickets through you guys for the Medea Goes to Jail thing? I want to take my mom there for Mother's Day.
Yeah, you're so late. I mean, you and my girlfriend Lisa called me up yesterday telling me that my honor cell wants to go to Medea for Mother's Day.
My mom really wants to go. And
whatever. You should have thought about that.
You
should have thought about that 2 months ago.
I did. I was looking online. I saw it was like $70 each, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Oh yeah, and you won't be able to afford those tickets being a news person on radio either.
Is there a way to win it through you guys? Like, is there a time you guys going to hold a contest or anything?
Nope. We're doing the pick your pleasure. You want to win a Prada bag or something nice for her?
Yeah.
Well, keep it right here.
Okay. So thank you so much for taking my call. And I know it's not a usual question that you get, but I figure you're the best person to ask about something like this.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Take care, Marie. And are you happy?
Yes, I am happy.
See, everybody, she's happy. She's broke, but she's happy. I never remember being unhappy in my career. In my leanest times, the roaches and the mice crawling around, flat pockets. I was never unhappy in my career choice. I just love doing this.
And you know what? I know it's only temporary.
It's the brokenness.
Yes.
If you continue with something that you love, the money will come.
Yes,
but
it will.
stick with something that you love.
And you have to be able to get up every morning and love what you do.
That's right, Marie.
It sucks when you don't love what you do.
Marie.
And you're making a lot of money, but you don't love what you do.
Exactly.
Do what you love to do,
Exactly, Marie.
Okay.
All right, take care.
All right, have a blessed day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody on the 40th floor, don't run with that. I mean, it's nice to get money for it finally now, too. But, the joy of cracking the mic outweighs the money. Do you understand what that's like authentic happiness? Like, when you just love your job. I love my job. I would do it for the same $3.25 an hour I was making back in. I wouldn't be able to survive, but I have to do something on the side, if you know what I'm saying. And then I think you do. I wouldn't like that job so much, but I certainly love cracking this mic. Nothing better. Even during the worst times, I just never remember being sad about my career. Maybe other things, but not my career. Yeah. So what else is good? Nick and Jessica, they are secretly dating. It's just a matter of time before she realizes, I've got to get back to Nick. The divorce, they say, is far from final. Yes, he's dibbled and dabbled. But the newlyweds had a secret rendezvous behind a do not disturb sign so far on at least 2 separate occasions in the San Fernando Valley in a hotel. Sources say that Jessica is saying, we've had our problems, but we're still very attached to one another, and we still have the need for love and affection. Another insider heard Jessica confess that she's actually sort of shy about sleeping with the man who's her husband. Like, she's shy about that. They're going to get back together. I'll tell you, I know I wasn't the only one who shed a tear or two when I watched his MTV making of the Nick special. I was in my son's room. I had him downstairs. He was playing with the toys, so I figured I can sneak upstairs to his room and clean out the toys that he just won't part with. So I got to, sneak on him. You know what I mean? So we had come in last weekend. We had been out all day doing stuff, and, I made him a late lunch, and I went upstairs to his room. I said, this is a perfect time. He's all enthralled in Narnia, Witches in Wardrobe or whatever. I went up to his room. I turned on his TV. I had my hefty bags. I take the toys over to the hospital, if they're not all broken up, So, he's beyond playing with certain toys. They're still good. You take them over to the hospital. You leave them for the kids to play with, or you just throw them out, when they're all broken up and everything. And I piled up some of the baby books that I no longer read to him, And I turn on the TV in his room, and I sit on his bed. Nick is on, and I'm still cleaning and putting in and trying to hurry up before he comes upstairs. I sit on the edge of the bed, throw the bags on the floor, lay back, prop the pillow up, grab a tissue, and I am totally enthralled in the Nick Lachey experience. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not a gay move, Nick. It is very attractive to, you are wearing your heart on your sleeve. I find it not gay at all. I love that Vanessa Manolo, she's all over you for the video. That tramp dropped him, by the way, like a hot potato. She's back with Derek Jeter. But you can see he still has the softest spot for Jessica. And he saw it, and I'm watching. Next thing you know, that's over. The boy is upstairs. I've gotten nothing accomplished. I threw the bag behind his bed with one toy in it. So I have got to do that this weekend. The out with the old and in with the new. Yeah, I love Nick Lachey. Michelle Rodriguez is in jail. Well, she was spotted with her co-star weaving on the road in Hawaii. They both failed the field sobriety test. Her blood level for alcohol, Rodriguez, was twice the legal, and the other one's wasn't quite that high, but still drunk. So Michelle Rodriguez is in jail, and she opted for jail time and a $500 fine rather than 240 hours of community service. And here's her quote. I kind of have to get my life back and go back to making some money, she says. She's 27, and all that drama ensued December 1st. And so she's doing her 5-day stretch in jail, pay her $500, and get back to making money. How you doing? That's what they say as soon as the jail door closes. Reenact that. Do that again. How you doing? You're mine. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, Lajoyce. I'm trying to not think about you and your story and stuff, but I just, you're ringing in my head over here. Damn you. Damn you for not kicking the plug on your way out. Doctor would have told me, I would have said, well, let me go in and see him one more time. I would have wrapped my size 11 stiletto right around that plug, jerked it out of the wall and left. Well, 4 blood cell counts, 4 T cells left. They said that's clinically dead anyway. Might as well expedite it. Hollywood was right over at the Empire State yesterday when the jumper was out there. He said he wanted to call during the bonus hour, but you were just so enthralled with the looking.
I'm on my way to Dr. Della Russo. So I said, let me stop by McDonald's or whatever so I can get something to eat before I go up there.
Della Russo did his laser surgery.
So I see all this crowd of people gathered around. Everybody's looking up at the Empire State Building. I'm like, what the F is everybody looking at?
Yeah.
This dude is up on the top of the Empire State Building.
I like King Kong.
I just wanted to see him jump.
You're wrong.
Plus, the meter for the cab was still running.
Oh, it was? You told the cab to stop, and you had the cab stop. You're a cheap bastard. That must have been a good sight because you would.
And I would have called you, but my cell phone was dead. That's how I
yesterday. Yo, we work right up the street. When I say right up the street, I mean it takes you no longer than 60 seconds to get from 3 Park Avenue, where we are, because we're at the corner of 34th and Park. The Empire State Building's on 34th Street. That's our McDonald's right there at the Empire State Building. One of them America's Next Top Models used to sling hash over at the, what was it, the TGI Fridays or Hooligans? One of them in the Empire State Building. We'd go over there and, yeah, taunt her. More water. The water's not cold enough. Aren't you the girl from America's Next Top Model? Well, can you sashay your way back in the kitchen because...
Oh, Walgreens.
Walgreens?
Yeah.
What's Walgreens?
No, where the top model used to work.
Oh, Walgreens. Yeah, I was getting ready to say to everybody, I was only kidding about that. I was lying. We didn't really used to do that. Wow. Dear Wendy, I'm sending you this fax because you are so that it's really hard to get through. You go, girl. I'm a 51-year-old mother of a 20-year-old son and a 17-year-old daughter. I did not settle down with their father until I was nearly 30. And I tell my daughter on a routine basis how important it is for her to be her own woman. And Wendy, as you put it, live. I've done those things that you were talking about. During advice hour, one of the girls faxed in and she says, she asked me, what do I mean by, live? And I explained to her. And so then this woman is responding to that. Wendy, I've done all those things that you talked about. I've lived on my own. Had a nice apartment at the age of 22. Just imagine a young 22-year-old woman with an apartment with an immaculate hardwood floor, wood-burning fireplace in the bedroom, walk-in closet, large bathrooms, large enough to have a vanity and a seat. I've traveled with the girls and traveled alone, gone to Vegas just for the hell of it. Then I decided to settle down. That's lived. While I made a conscious decision to be an at-home mom, until both children were in school, I made the mistake of allowing myself to forget to be the strong, independent woman my mother taught me to be. Young women should be mindful that once you fall into that trap that a man will set for you, it's hard to get out. Now, after 8 years of at-home motherhood and another 11 years working and making poor financial decisions, I'm on the road to recovery. I'm still with the father of my 2 children, but I know that I have to make sure that in the event the relationship dissolves, somewhere down the line, that I'm able to take care of myself. I know that you will keep giving young women the strong encouragement to live life, to make sure that they can take care of themselves. Yeah, it's very difficult. Thank you, woman of a certain age at 51. I didn't really understand what it was doing when I was doing it. I just knew that I was having fun. And as a matter of fact, at one point, I just thought that I was too strong and maybe, lived too much, and it would be threatening to me. I didn't know what would become of me after that silly little marital mistake that I did for 5 months. I didn't. So you know what I did? I bought myself my retirement place. I was 20-something years old. I'm thinking about, I don't want to eat cat food, in my 60s because I'm too poor, and I wept more for my future than I did for my present. Like, what will become of me? What will become of me? And before I even bought a piece of property up here, I bought my retirement place right there on Daytona, on North Atlantic Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida. I bought a 16th floor condo, a 1-bedroom. I even remodeled because I said, you know what? I might not have this kind of money, and what will become of me? Who will take care of me? I was like devastated by that more so than anything. What will become of me? Who will take care of me? As soon as I bought the place, I ripped up the floors. I domed out the ceiling to make, like a nice archway. I replaced all the cabinets, while in my earning years, and then I started making double and triple mortgage payments so that by the time I had to get there, all I would have to do is pay, the taxes on the place. I was so panicked about my future, my retirement, where I would live. At that point, I wouldn't be living. I was just so paranoid. Just all kind of crap. Yeah, young girls, they don't really understand. And then they get married and they don't realize what they've missed. I'm so glad I'm going right home tonight. I'm not going out. Yvonne called earlier. She asked, what town is that again?
New Rochelle.
I will not be in New Rochelle tonight. Excuse me.
I just wanted to hit that.
Too bad you weren't in here during Lajoyce's interview.
Oh, no, I heard that
I think, yeah. And I can't even remember whether Taryn was hitting it because Taryn was so paralyzed. She was? She was focusing?
Yes. But she was like this the whole time.
Oh, yes, exactly. Good. Yeah, her eyes were bucked and her mouth was open, but that finger stayed on that panic button. Wendy, was that really Sean Gables on the phone with you? Come on, let's be real. She's out of a job now. She may need the radio. That's from P in Long Island. P, I'm going to kill you. And Thea Vidal, damn, she's that wild. Yep. P wrote me earlier. I never heard of P. P, you're a new character on the fax machine. Your writing sticks out because you write with a Sharpie. Look at P. P's fax sticks out from everybody else. P wrote earlier. She said to me, Miss Wendy, why is it every time you say mother has lived, you sound like Pepper LaBeija from Paris is Burning? And I was like, you are so smart. That's because I'm imitating Pepper LaBeija's vocal quality during Paris is Burning, particularly when she's sitting in the mirror with the eye mascara and she's beating her face. She says, I've always wanted to be Lena Horne. And I say the same when I say mother has lived. I'm effecting the Pepe Le Beja, and P, you knew right away. I like you, P. Fatima's on line number 5. She's actually watching The Real Housewives of Orange County. Fatima, wasn't it good last night? You don't like it?
Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. I just wanted to let her know that she's not the only one watching.
No, that's me. That's me. It's Wendy. Hi.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
I'm glad to know I'm not the only one. And next week is the season finale.
Yes.
And, of course, this weekend on Bravo, they'll be doing an a-thon for us.
Yes, and I can't wait. Do you think that guy, what's his name, the young girl's
husband,
fiance?
Yeah.
At the end, I saw for next week's clip, he's supposed to be chasing after her. Do you think he's going to stop her and try to get her to come back?
Well, I don't know, but there's a lesson to be learned on both sides. The first lesson is at 24 years old, she still, she hasn't lived. Like she still wants,
exactly,
you can see she's not ready to get married. Like most 24 years, she doesn't want to do anything but be 24, Fatima.
Exactly. Go to the club, party with her friends, and shop. That's it.
And get her career going, which he's stifling. So she's being typical, and then he's being typical of an older man. That little bubblehead, cutesy, airhead mess only lasts but for so long.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, I couldn't even believe somebody of his stature would even want to mess with somebody like that. But,
God,
whatever.
She's so 24 that he should have realized but her ring is gorgeous, isn't it?
Oh, my God. I couldn't believe it. And she tried to play it off when she was sitting at the table like, oh, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know how much it was. I'm like, you're right. Yeah. Come on. With all those carats and those diamonds.
Yeah, but she was
you don't know how much it was.
She was a little backwoodsy. Remember she said she didn't think that she'd fit in there. Remember the very first episode?
Yes.
Anyway,
yes.
Fatima, it's delightful talking with you.
Oh, I was so happy I got to talk with you. Thank you so much for taking the call.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Lisa's on line number 2, and she's 45. Now, she spoke with Roberta Flack's doctor, Dr. Lee, about the flack juice. Lisa, what did you... First of all, at 45, you're not menopausal, are you?
Well, actually, I just had a hysterectomy due to a 10-pound fibroid. So...
Wow.
Yes.
So what is that going to put you into menopause?
Immediately. Like at the blink of the eye.
Okay.
I have the night sweats. I'm doing the hot cold thing.
Oh, God.
And it was, I just had this operation. Now I'm hearing you on the radio, and I'm saying, wow, I need to get some of that flax juice.
Do you want the number?
Well, I called.
Okay.
Am I talking with Wendy now?
Yes, no, this is me. Hi.
Hi, yes. I called. I had the number. I called, and I actually, Dr. Linda Lee turned my call.
She returned it?
Yes.
Okay.
I called, actually. I left a message for her in her Colorado office.
Okay.
Because she spends half the time here in New York and half the time in Colorado.
Yes.
And when you call the 212 number, they do give you the Colorado number.
Okay.
In any event, Dr. Lee returned my call, left a 2-minute message for me to say that she was happy to know that you, Wendy, was recommending the Women's Master Formula.
Yeah, a.k.a. Flack Juice. Go ahead.
Roberta Flack.
Mm-hmm.
And but I just wanted to let you know that her message to me was that she does not, she won't just give this formula or.
No, you have to make an appointment. I would have understood that. What do you all think? You're just going to get something for nothing? Hell no.
Right.
That's right.
Exactly. And also, it's a $500 consultation fee and $350 for treatments, etc. And also,
she probably doesn't take insurance.
And she does not take insurance. And she's not an MD. She's a chiropractor.
Whatever. What I saw on Roberta Flack was a miracle. I would sell my right arm if I was menopausal to get that stuff. Wow, that's a shame. Wow. So the good stuff, the stuff that really works, he's got to pay a fortune for it.
You have to pay a fortune for it, exactly. And when you recommended that other stuff from the health food store, I forgot the name of it, I went to the health food store immediately, purchased it, put a few drops on my tongue, did not work at all, period.
No, wow.
And that's when you came the very next day, you mentioned
The flax juice.
That Roberta had called in and said it's the Women's Master's Formula.
Wow, it's expensive.
Yeah, so go figure. That's it.
Wow, Lisa. Well, take care.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking with you.
You too, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Donna, I see you, and Renee, I see you, but I can't speak right now because we have to go into a break. However, if you good ladies just stick around, we're going to play a contest. So, if you don't want to play the contest, then stay on the phone. If you do want to play, then I'm going to ask you guys to hang up also. It's the Pick Your Pleasure contest right here at WBLS. And so we're going to take a break, and we'll come back. We're going to play that contest, and we're going to gossip our way through. I got some interesting letters to read, and it's the weekend. On 107.5 WBLS.
Backed by popular demand. And this time, it's bigger and better than ever.
Pick your pleasure.
It's the luxury of your choice. Having the ability to choose what you desire most.
Pick your pleasure.
Louis Vuitton, Gucci, diamonds and furs, exotic trips, cash. A night out in the town with one of your favorite stars. Listen for the winning time starting at 7:15 a.m., 12:15 in the afternoon, and 6:15 evenings.
Pick your pleasure.
With 107.5 WBLS.
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Twister, repping in the house the day after October 4th, you dig? The Mobsters top of 06, and I'm right here letting you know that you listening to the bonus hour right here on 107.5 WBLS, nothing less.
Hey, this your man Steve Harvey. It's Pick Your Pleasure time. The choice is all yours. Call now to win.
212-545-1075.
And be number 10 right here on the one that pays, baby. 107.5 WBLS.
Even when he tries, he still sounds country. I love Steve. Hey, BLS. You're caller number 1. You're caller number 2. Hey, BLS, you're caller number 3. Caller number 4. Caller number 5. 6. Caller number 7. Don't forget to check out the best of Steve Harvey tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then the best of the Wendy Williams Experience from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or 10 a.m. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, you're caller number, what am I on? 8. You're caller number 9. And BLS, you're caller number 10. Congratulations.
Wendy?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
The winner is you, and the choice is yours. The choice is... All right, let me just find your...
Oh, my gosh, Wendy.
Okay. All right, here's the paperwork. How are you? What's your name?
My name's Tamika.
Tamika, terrific. All right, the choice is yours. Are you ready?
Yes.
We're talking shoes now. Actually, some shoes. I have 3 gifts to offer you.
Okay.
Would you like a pair of Fendi strappy Celeria sandals, the 4-inch stacked heel with the ankle strap and the double buckle closure, or a Fendi logo watch with a yellow leather strap, or a Fendi signature double F wallet?
I think I'm going to go with the watch.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you.
You've got a beautiful watch with a beautiful yellow strap and the double F logo, and it's a Fendi, baby.
Thank you.
And it's your present from us.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. Also, let us know your radio station.
WBLS.
Yes, everybody. Make sure that you're listening Monday morning at 7:15 for your chance to win all over again. This hour of the show is brought to you by Lowe's. Lowe's. Donna's on line number 3. Is she still there? Okay. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
All right, you wanted to talk about thyroid disease. You're 36.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Donna. It's Wendy.
Okay.
Yes, Donna.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Donna. Okay, we're talking about thyroid disease, Donna?
Yes.
Okay, begin, Donna.
Okay. Hi, Wendy.
Okay, hi, Donna.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, Donna.
This is Wendy.
Donna, we have 9 minutes left in the show. I'm about to hang the phone up on you. And 3, and 2, and 1.
No.
Okay, here we go. All right, Donna, please begin talking, Donna.
Okay, I've been recently diagnosed with thyroid disease.
Okay.
Hypothyroidism. I know I've heard that you have the disease.
Yes, I have hyperthyroid. That's the one where you lose the weight?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you sweat like crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's kind of under control. But, I did the whole scan thing. So I did a biopsy, and it came back negative.
Good.
However, my heart rate is just going like crazy.
Yeah.
and now I'm on blood pressure pills, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're only 36?
Yeah.
Jeez, you sound 86. Donna, you sound like an old woman.
No.
Donna, really? You know, can you imagine getting a jump-off call from this? Grandma, is that you? No, it's me, Donna.
Wendy, don't say that.
Donna, a mess.
I look like 26, though.
Oh, you do? You with your heart pills and your thyroid pills.
Huh?
So, Donna, so your heart races, and but that's under control. What are you saying?
I don't know, because I don't know what's going on with me. My pressure has been up. I've never have high blood pressure before. And just since this thyroid thing, the levels are going down, but yet still our pressure has gone up.
So you just called to just air that? Because I don't have any advice for you regarding it.
I love because I know you'll suffer from the thyroid disease.
Well, yeah, I never had any of that, though. My side effect that I've had is Graves' disease. I've got to watch my eye pop. And I've actually been able to control my eye pop with my thyroid medication as well as Botox, believe it or not. The primary reason, and I joke and jest a lot about Botox, I don't have a wrinkly forehead. And that's not why I get it. I get it because what I discovered in trying to do my own medication on this is when my forehead is relaxed and the muscles are not able to go up and down and my eyes aren't able to widen startlingly, I'm able to control my thyroid disease, the look of thyroid eyes, the eye pop.
Okay. So you don't take medication?
Yes, I do. I take a pill a day. Donna, I have to go. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I mean, really. Old Miss Young. Yes, Donna, I do. I take Lavoxol is what I take, and I take a pill a day for the rest of my life. And I get don't cry for me, Argentina, okay? I can still run on my stilettos, and I can still drop it like it's hot. Watch. Look, like you're dancing in the club, and you go all the way down, and you come back up, and then you might want to do it fast. And look at my heels. That's right. And you see me run the marathon in the hall. Miss Wendy still got it. I'm all out of breath from doing it. I can give you a good 3 seconds, though. All right, who else? Renee is on the telephone. She's 35. She wants to talk about Dons and Divas. Oh, she hung up? June 17th at an undisclosed location in Manhattan, Renee. Shout out to Brian Love Entertainment and, of course, the main man, Question Mark Entertainment. The fellas are pulling the fellas are pulling it together. Dear Wendy, a friend of mine was dating a man. After about a year, he started getting sick. She asked him what was wrong, and he told her he had Agent Orange, which he contracted from the Army. About 5 years into the relationship, and him in and out of the hospital, she found out that he had full-blown AIDS. Oh. She went and got a test, and she was positive. Oh, my God, this is nervous laughter. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing at you and those damn buttons. She never showed any signs of having AIDS. He died shortly after her finding out, and she died a year later. She lived 11...
It's not funny.
No, you with the music. She lived for 11 years after receiving her positive results. That's a damn shame. Yeah, keep it going for a dummy. In San Francisco, police arrested a man and a woman suspected of robbing a bank and fleeing in high style in a limo as their getaway car. Roy and Cynthia, Bonnie and Clyde, both in recent parolees in their 40s. They were pulled over on Tuesday afternoon when the cops in San Fran were alerted that a nearby bank had been robbed, and it involved a 2006 Cadillac limousine. This is the second time in a couple of years that a limo has been used as a getaway car for a bank robbery, says one of the cops out there. I've been doing this job a long time and nothing surprises me anymore. The singer Rihanna, my Bayesian sister, she says, I was on a tour in Japan and I had to wear crystals on my face for a show. And they didn't come off. they kept slipping off, so I super glued them on. And I couldn't remove them. I had to walk around the next day with crystals stuck to my face. Shut up. Dear Wendy, this is from Dio. This morning at school, I had to politely check a colleague of mine. It was very clever the way I did it. Afterwards, a fellow teacher, who's also a faithful listener, commented that she could tell it was the Wendy Williams experience that kicked in me. And I responded, yes, you know, I'm from the Wendy School of Thought. And we laughed as we went to the playground. Thanks for the schooling. Oh. Thank you. She politely checked. That's how you have to do it. Victor Willis, okay, because we've been following the Village People. You know, Felicia Rashad's ex-husband here on the bonus hour. So, he was the cop in the Village People. He's going to return to San Mateo County Court on July 31st to stand trial for his drug bust charges. 54 years old, he was arrested in March when the cops discovered a bag of cocaine and some drug paraphernalia in his car during a routine traffic stop in San Francisco. Blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, Tom Cruise froze Katie's parents out from the birth of their grandchild. Wow. That's the shocking secret that has torn Tom and Katie further apart than ever. They can't even properly celebrate the arrival of their daughter because Martin and Kathleen Holmes only discovered that they had a new granddaughter when they got a message from Katie. Damn, Tom didn't even call him and say your daughter is in there giving birth. What are them dopey interns in there doing? Just cackling like a bunch of hens. Who are they taking pictures of? Each other? Silly girls. Silly college girls. I love them. Sounds like a slumber party in there. What are they doing? But when the family members finally got word of the birth, they misunderstood and thought Tom had named the baby Furry. Oh. As opposed to Surrey. Furry. Katie's parents were 3,000 miles away at their winter home in Kissimmee, Florida. And that's the latest blow in the growing tension between Tom and Katie's parents, or their families, over her decision to abandon the Catholic Church and embrace Scientology. And one family insider says, we're all being frozen out. Katie's parents weren't invited to the birth. They weren't at the hospital to see or hold their own grandchild. I'll tell you, my cackle mother, first of all, my father was in the room. Not that part. That's all, you know, it's still, ew, Daddy, it's still a cat trap after all this. You know, I want you out. I want you out. No matter what, it's still the cat trap. But my father and I spent some very quality father-daughter time as I was, you know, preparing my mascara and everything. They all laughed about it, but I wasn't going to go in there with leaving my hair in the drawer at home and, you know, all that other kind of stuff. No. You aren't going to capture me to show these pictures to my son back in the day. Let him know I didn't try to. Fabiola Carrington wanted to roll out the red carpet. That was my name in the hospital. That's always my hospital. That's my fake name. Right? Fabiola Carrington. Isn't that fabulous? I made it up myself. Thank you. So, and then, you know, when it was time to... Like my husband was there too, but he was there for the, you know, the big, you know, I mean, he was in the hospital, but he was more on the phone. Yo, you know, sorry, you can't use the phone in here. It's messing up the equipment. Yo, let me call you back. You know what I mean? Yo, Wendy about to have the baby. You know, like that. And my mother and my mother and my husband were actually the two people immediately after, like, they handed the baby over and they let my husband snip the umbilical cord. My mother was the first one on her broom flying into this thing. And there's a picture that is always so funny to me. It's both of them right next to the little, you know, the little baby bed that they put the baby in the first time the baby lays down on something other than, you know, inside your stomach. Little Kevin looking all pale, big red lips. And they're leaning in. I don't think there's my mother right there. Damn you, Tom Cruise. You are going to hell right behind Lajoyce's husband. It all comes back to Lajoyce. It's all about Lajoyce. Damn. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, yes, I am. I know. I'm out. You guys have a lovely, lovely weekend. And New Rochelle, remember, I will not be with you tonight. As I'm going home. I've had it. I'm going home to clean up my son's toys to trick him. I still have work to do from last weekend. My cousin Debbie's supposed to be coming over this weekend and teach me how to work the computer. I invited my brother over, telling him that I was going to make him a little breakfast. Little does he know I got some stuff for him to hump also. When he gets, boxes and, little. Can you please tell me, as long as you're here, can you? I'm good for that. All right, everybody. I love you for listening, radio family. And you keep it here because Vaughn Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WVLS. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!
And WBLS Music